from here, focused on my own way, with never looking back to those who lived in fear. There was nothing I could do, there was nothing you said that could make me realize how much lucky I was. Just out of reach of the fire, was not aware of the nightmare, but when I stopped to see those eyes begging for help, begging for hope, just need to open my eyes now to try to change them to sunshine, to be someone among others. I've got to try. If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have the time to fight. If I wake tonight, I'm so tired tonight, I fall asleep when I'm home, when I'm gone. There's no way to go, no one that can see through at the side of the light. I can see my life is crap, I have to see them too. I just live into my world, far from the pain, the fear. Just out of reach of desire, was not aware of the start of hell, but when I stop to see those eyes begging for help, begging for hope, just need to open my eyes now to try to change them to sunshine, to be someone among others. I've got to try. If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
just reading the news, man.
through the perilous
I just gotta laugh.
Or the
because it's only the beginning.
we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does
that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hi, Dirt fans, welcome. We're here tonight, Lernerville, for the hometown heroes here for the Cool Rays Coast2Coast Racing League, and qualifying underway. As always, though, we got John up here. He's out on the track, and we like to give a kind of an in-depth kind of review a little bit here. He's going to go around the track. Tell us maybe some of the trouble spots that some of these guys might run into, John.
Well, the trouble spot's all the way along here where there should be a wall and there's not. So you take your pick. Either end, guys are going to go off. But I'll tell you what, I learned a lot actually racing with these guys last week, and remember that old cartoon that Mr. Sherman and Mr. Peabody, the Wayback Machine? I need everybody to get in the fast forward and imagine this track slicked off. I noticed a lot of guys, to be fast here, you want to keep the car and almost drive it like at this particular track like an asphalt car. Like through this corner here, the more you have your right rear stuck out, the slower you're going to go, especially over here like on corner exit. From this point in the corner on, if that back end is hung way out and there's a guy to your outside or down here to your inside that is got their car straight and driving it straight up, man, they're going to blow your doors off. It is amazing to me. It doesn't bog down like what it did at Cedar Lake. So, what you want to do is, I can do this one at speed here, but if you hang that car out, you see them like that sideways, I can hear the engine bog. But when you come in here and you want to keep it as straight as you can and drive it straight up out of the corner, less bogging, and it just really launches a whole lot better. Ooh, I better slow up here. I don't want to turn a Q lap. Anyway, that you want to be careful not to, hang it out too far, because that really can create a problem. But you spoke of the trouble spots. The big one, I think, where I see most of it is right over here. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that when you get over here, there's a wall down here. This wall goes all the way down, and you can even hit this wall where the guys come out of pit road. And even here, they even put bumpers just hard enough to throw you back out on the track. That's the big one, because if you go over the edge there, you're going to hit something and damage your car. You come over here, you go over the edge, you can just go fishing. You just go down this hill, and there's nothing to hit or whatever. You just go down the hill, and it takes you a while to get back up the hill. But the big trouble spot, I'd have to say, though, is turn 3 and 4.
And with that brings us over into qualifying, I tell you. And, that's some good insight there, as always, like what you just said. A lot of areas on this track that these guys got to pay attention to, or, well, like you said, go fishing. We have seen that, too. Go off the track. But Heat Race 1 tonight here. As we just got done with the Pit Stop Podcast qualifying session there. Check them out on the Coast2Coast Racing Network. Week in and week out, we got Lucas Oil Empire Sprints. Heat Race 1, 37 years, 360 sprint car action. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter there at Lucas Oil Empire Sprints. We got Connor Ross out front. Ty Showblock there in second. Lane Snook starting third. Donovan Ross fourth. Alan Delarco there in fifth. GJ Boydell sixth. Ryan Carlissi in seventh. Craig Vault, 8th, Terry Landis, 9th, and John Rayner is going to round out the 10th place here tonight. Lernerville, 305 wing sprints.
Yeah, this should be a good night here once again. I mean, these guys are pretty tight, looking here at the qualifying results. Not a whole lot of time between them. So, you got to get what you can get when you can get it. And we've seen that leads to some pretty aggressive racing, because, if you see the slightest hole, guys are shooting for it, because that's their opportunity.
Well, as we're getting set here to go green flag Heat Race 1 tonight, we got a good night here of 305s, midgets, and then we got the father-son duo, and going to have a little something special, even though a lot of the father-sons out there will be on the track. I'm going to have my youngest one up here, he's 15, in the booth with me. So there you go. Not only do we have it on the track, we have it in and out some booth. We're going set racing. Connor Ross and company, as always. These guys bring these things to life, storm off into turn 1. They're trying to stack them 3 wide already.
Yeah, they are 3 wide for the lead, no less, as they come down the back straightaway, and looks like they're going to get it settled a little bit and be 2 wide all the way from the front to the back.
Yeah, it is. There's action all over the place.
One
car off. That's Craig Vault. He's off the track, into the wall, like you said. Remember, 4th place at the transfer spot right now. It's held by Donovan Ross, who just went a little high right there. But you got G.J. Boydell behind him trying to trail on the back end of the tail tank, see if he can't get around him to get that 4th place spot. Out front, everybody single file, nose to tail. Battle's on for 4th, though.
Yeah, and it looks like these guys are going to catch Craig, who had that incident there on lap 1, but he's got to stay down out of the way, so that lap car won't be an issue.
Not really up front. Showblock throws a good slide job. That's going to bring around Connor Ross with him, too. Lane Snooks up front. Excuse me, Lane Snook through the slide job. Back at it again with Showblock. Those guys are crisscrossing each other for the lead up front. This is a good battle going on. Snook takes it back to the top side. Showblock's right behind him. In the meantime, battle for third and fourth place spots. You got Ross and Ross. Donovan and Connor. There, you don't see that very often.
Yep, no relation either, so...
The Ross company back there in third and fourth. Hey, get on to it. So still up front, Snook takes the lead here in Heat Race 1. You got Showblock there in second. G.J. Boydell.
Oh, Donovan went right over.
Oh, Donovan's off.
Yeah, that's a tough break for Donovan, and he's smoking as he pulls away. He hit that wall a ton. He pulls her to the inside infield there, so he's done for the heat.
And just like that's what we talk about this place. It's in the name. Learners really learn a lot. But I know G.J. Boydell was sitting back there in fifth place spot at the time. Now he's in fourth. White flag, one more time, 2 more turns, and he's going to make himself into the show. But we've seen it time and time again. Guys just make one simple little mistake as Lane Snook's going to put it in victory lane. Showblock second, Connor Ross in third, and G.J. Boydell rounds out that fourth and final transfer spot. Good heat race here. That'll send us into heat race number 2 tonight. Hope everybody's appreciated it and loving the action, because that was a pretty good heat race there. Those guys turned it up. We got Icon Sim Sports heat race number 2. If you're looking for a good rig that's kind of one of a kind built for you and it gives you that real life experience, check them out at iconsimsports.com. They will get you fixed up. Joe Canellis sitting out front. Andy Patton there starting in second. Patrick Spangler in third. Randy Shreves in fourth. We got Blake Chapman up in the fifth place spot. Brian Moore Jr. Used to seeing senior out here, but it's junior out here there in sixth. Stephen Bixler in seventh. Roger Craig starting in eighth. We got Gary Offit in ninth. And John's not racing, folks. He's just right there in spirit.
Yeah, I mixed it up with these guys last week, and that's all I could take. That was it was crazy out there. And, you know, it is as much fun as it is to watch. I can assure you that being on the track with those guys is just as much fun, but I don't know if I could do that week in and week out. I'm already gray, and I don't want to start losing my hair on top of it. That's probably what happened.
I hear that. Well, it looks like I got Junior out here. I'm used to seeing Brian Moore Sr., so maybe Senior will be in one of the later ones here, later on here.
They're both here, so they're father son, so I'm sure that we'll see them even a little bit later on tonight too.
Oh yeah.
At least I hope we do.
Absolutely. I know Junior was racing there for a while. Senior, and I've said it a couple times, is probably one of the most from last season to this season. Just going off what I see his performance wise, he's one of the improved drivers. He's having a better season this season than he did last one. I mean, last time at Cedar Lake in Hometown Heroes, it just wasn't, it was kind of up and down for him. Just wasn't having what he wanted. This season, though, I think Lernerville's been a better track for the senior there. Maybe he's taking some pointers from Junior. Who knows?
Yeah, that'll be fun watching these guys compete against each other and then as a team a little bit later on. And that's a neat thing about this, about C2C here. We've got several father-sons through here, and it's you think of the Burtons and the Earnhardts and the Labontes and all the family that you see in NASCAR. We have just as many families that run in here, and I can tell you that it's really neat to see it week in and week out.
Here we go. Pace truck's off. Green flag's about to fly. Getting set to go racing here tonight.
Green.
Icon Sim Sports Heat Race number 2. And we're off. As you see, Patton gets a good jump out front on a Canellis right there. But never mind. 3 wide up front. They already get contact. Well, he held on to that thing.
Yeah, tried to force him up and thought better of it. And it really cost him. He's got to go from first back to fourth and might even go back to fifth.
Yes, I see that. Canellis is in 5th place right now. And Moore Jr. right there sitting in the fourth final transfer spot. But he wants more. He's battling for the 3rd place of Blake Chapman. Chapman's down low. Moore's up top. It looks like Moore's going to take it from him. Chapman's going to fall to 4th. Canellis is going to be there in 5th. Up front, Andy Patton's got his hands full with Shreves. Shreves is trying to tear down that back end and see if we can't throw a slide job on him. Car off. That's Canellis.
Yeah. Oh, his night just got a whole lot worse from the pole. Now he's got to go through the alphabet soup unless somebody else has some problems here.
Puts Chapman right there in the 4th and 5th place spot. Stephen Bixler on the outside looking in. But they're still battling between Moore Jr. and Chapman. As meanwhile, Shreves is trying to move in on Patton up front. Those two are kind of nose and tail with each other. You see Roger Craig back there in the 747 machine hanging on to 6th. Steven hanging on to the 5th place spot. Offit right behind them. Everybody's kind of spread out just a little bit right now.
Yeah, and Shreves is going to have his work cut out for him to get around Patton. Patton's a guy that I have followed many a time on the track, and he's not a guy that makes a lot of mistakes. He's really consistent. So when you get behind a guy like that, you get your work's cut out for you, because you've really, really got to set him up really well and make it work one time, because if you show your cards, he's going to defend it and even get tougher.
White flag one more time here for the heat race number 2, Icon Sim Sports. You see it right there. Moore Chapman takes that inside on Moore Jr.'s. Actually, Moore Jr.
He went over.
Yeah, he went over, and he actually blinked out, too. And that's going to put Steven Bixler up in the final transfer spot. It's going to get it. As Chapman's going to hang on to 3rd, Shreves is in 2nd, Andy Patton's going to hang on to the win here in Heat Race 2. But just like that, we've talked about the virtual world. It looked like Moore Jr. just blinked right out. And
yeah, I'm looking here at his quality. When I say quality, for those of you that don't partake in iRacing, we have to have a certain internet connection level, speed, and all that stuff is above my pay grade. But there's numbers that go along with it. And right now, usually want about a 99% quality. Brian Moore is at 28, so that's a tough break. That's like an engine expiring. But that goes to show. You never know how these things are going to go until the last lap. The fat lady doesn't sing until you cross the start-finish line.
Hey, and we've seen it time and time. Brings us to Heat Race 3, Super Dirt Car Series. They are the premier big block modified with a lot of premier drivers from Florida to Canada. Super Dirt Car Series. Check them out as they go week to week to a lot of awesome tracks. Super Dirt Car Series, and also the sponsors of Thursday Night Series. Mike Cranmer out front. Now we got Brian Moore Sr. starting in 2nd, Daniel Vault there in 3rd, Jamie McCarron in 4th, Luke Gazarick in 5th, Kurt Schatzer. I always think I'm saying his name right, but Nathan Hall there in 7th, Donald Dory in 8th, Charlie Bragg in 9th, and Nathan Hall rounds out the 10th place. And I don't think I've ever heard that name, Charlie Bragg.
Charlie does a lot of our asphalt stuff, and he is bad fast in those trucks and cup stuff. I've raced with him a little bit when I've decided to lose my mind a little and go asphalt racing, and he's when he shows up on the asphalt side, he's one of the guys to beat. So it's good to see him here and part of the dirt stuff. Maybe we can convert him and get him to come to the dark side and run with us all the time on the dirt. So I haven't seen him more and more on the dirt side. So it is good to see him out here. And as good as he is on asphalt, I look for him to pick this up pretty quickly. And before long, he's going to be up front, I believe.
Well, Zach said, make him aligned for the C main. John can handle it. Yeah, there you go. They said you can handle it.
Yeah.
John's got thoughts on that one. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't like C mains. I don't like being in them, that's for sure.
And especially with the C mains that we've had lately, as we go green here in our heat race, it really, because we've only had 4 drivers that get to go to the B main. So it breeds a lot of aggressive style driving, with lack of a better word. And, you really have to, because you got to go. You got no time to sit back in the back. Anyways, heat race. Here we go. Green flag flies. Cranmer and Company up front. Moore Sr. there with him. On the inside, McCarron and Vault. Remember the top 4, and the top 4 wide.
Yeah, McCarron made a really aggressive move on the start, but it looks like it's going to pay off for him, too, because he's out front. And now Moore got a great run off the top there. That top is probably preferred just because of those runs you get off the corners, but McCarron is hanging tough there on the inside.
He is hanging there, like you said, tough down on the inside, looking good. McCarron, that's Jamie there. You're going to try to put a slider on the inside of Moore Sr., not able to complete it. Meanwhile, you got Mike Cranmer down on the inside. He blows a slide job. Let's see if he can't plug that hole. Not going to be able to. Oh, they made contact, and they both paid the price for it.
Oh, man, that's a tough break. That's going to affect a lot of guys. All of a sudden, Gazarik's in the top 4. He was out looking in. And right
Nathan
behind
Hall.
him, Donald Dory. Yeah, Nathan Hall and Donald Dory are now fighting for that position to be in there.
That's it. You see it. Nathan Hall right there in the 5th with Donald Dory. Dory is on the inside. Those two are just clanging and banging with each other. Here comes Charlie Bragg. We're talking about it. He can actually sneak up here and get into the show the easy way. He's back there looking in.
Yeah, and he looks to be a little quicker than they are, too. So we'll see how this shakes down. But he's got to pass 2 cars to get up there. That's a tall order with only a handful of laps left here.
Gotta give credit out here on Nathan. I'm not usually used to seeing him out here in the wing sprints. He's normally in the late models and big blocks there on the Thursday night. So hats off to the man coming out here tonight, getting into these 305s as the white flag flies. He's in there in the 5th place. Donald Dory is the man hanging on the 4th, but in the meantime, in front of him, Gazaric falls to 3rd as Vaught does a slide job on him as more seniors going to take off. Checkered flag. Battles on out of turn 4. Gazaric's going to take second back.
Wow.
Vault's in 3rd, and Dory's going forward. What a power move.
And looking at the times that last lap there, the distance between 2nd and 3rd, you can't even blink your eyes that quick.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Yeah, great racing.
All right. What we got? Heat race number 4. Gambler Motorsports. E-race team here, esports race team, does a lot of weekly on the iRacing platform. They love dirt, sports car, asphalt, and the endurance side of things. Check them out on Facebook. And if you like books, they have a book club too. So I always like throwing that out. So they're kind of diversified when it comes to a motorsports team. You got Brandon Dittmer out front, Zach Chapman in 2nd, Tom Taylor starting in 3rd, Trent Verstraeten in 4th, Lance Ripken in 5th, Brandon Templeton in 6th, Jeffrey Barker in 7th, Billy Richardson in 8th, Jeffrey Kemper 9th, and Brennan Lacey in 10th. What'd y'all do for the book club this week, John?
Still reading Machio Maku's book, and we'll wrap it up, I'm sure, here soon, talk about it. And Steven
Nice.
or Daniel will pick the next one. So
Okay, cool.
just a bunch of nerds that like to drive in circles.
That's
what
it's
we
cool.
are.
It's cool. You come across. Obviously, y'all race multiple platforms in iRacing as a team, and that's awesome. But it's awesome y'all come out and enjoy something I guess most of you enjoy. You read some books there and educate yourself on some other things. I mean, maybe read a lot of stuff on the history or something. I don't know, but hey, that is cool. Y'all get together and just kind of socialize, so to speak.
Yeah, and if anybody out there watching this, and hasn't picked up iRacing yet or whatever, you don't need a top-notch expensive wheel to get in, but it's a great community to be in. I mean, you latch onto a team, you get to know a bunch of guys.
You can't race on a controller.
Yeah. I
don't advise it. I don't advise it, but you
it.
can do it. I don't advise it, but you can do it.
Yeah, but it's a great community across the board, so it's a neat thing if you're thinking about it.
Absolutely. Let's go green here for our Gambler Motorsports heat race here tonight. Chapman and company up front. Dittmer right there in second. You got Tom Taylor for Straighten.
Yeah,
Contact between the back.
Yeah,
Well, it's heated up for that 4th place spot. You got Lance Ripken and company right there. They're all in a bundle.
Yeah, you got a bunch of. This is a murderer's row of drivers in this heat race, because each one of these guys, I think, almost from front to back could be a top 10 car in the feature. Oh, contact!
Saw that. That was Lance Ripken around. Unfortunately, he just got bumped in the butt and went around on the outside here. Very easy to do. No wall to save you on this track. Battle still on. Tom Taylor was able to pull it to the 4th place spot. He's looking in front of him because they're battling for 3rd, Verstraeten and Chapman, so he's hoping maybe to get some more. In the meantime, you got Jeffrey Barker outside looking in. He's trying to throw a slide job on the inside.
Yeah, they were 3 wide there for that 3rd, 4th, and 5th position. So, I mean, one little mistake here, you can go from the outside to from the inside to the outside real quick.
Yes, you can. Tom Taylor still hanging on to that 4th and final transfer spot, but he feels the heat from Barker on the backside. But he knows that he needs to watch it, trying to get up over Verstraeten and Chapman, as those two are still at each other. Dittmer's a man out front for the meantime, got this lead locked down.
Yeah, the leader's got a little bit of a gap there. Now second's got a little gap, but third and 4th are still right there, side by side in turn 3.
Yes, it is. Tom is trying to see if he can't close in on Verstraeten, and you see Chapman there, got into the wall a little bit, upset the car. Verstraeten tried to go to the inside, wasn't able to make the pass, had to get out of it, but Chapman was able to still hang on to that second place spot as they're climbing on the back end of the leader, Dittmer, right now.
Yeah, and then it looks like, Verstraeten pulls a nice slider to take over second. Zach's going to cross him over here in 3 and 4. And Zach makes a mistake, and
wow, puts Barker in the fourth and final transfer spot out of turn 4. Just ran down there into the grass, just could not hold it, went a little bit too far, and just like that, it's going to have to run the alphabet. That puts us into C main. So we talk about it. Yeah, it was. That was a bad one there. And we talk about this here, the C main, and what we've seen the last several weeks on the C main here at the Coast2Coast Racing League on our hometown heroes is only the top 4 go. And what that does when we've got 13 machines out here, you know, and I know, John, it's going to lead to, here's the word I'm looking for, a sense of urgency. There we go. For guys sitting outside in or in the back, because it's very hard to pass here. We've already seen that. And it leads to a little bit of aggressiveness in driving. You can't blame the guys for it because, hey, you want to be in the show. But then again, it's just a product of how this thing is set up.
Yeah, and it's a mix of that aggressiveness and also you're pushing. And when you push, you tend to make mistakes. The last heat race, that last corner, is a great example. You had Zach Chapman there that was set to roll into the A, got passed and wanted that spot back and tried to get that little extra and made a mistake. And you see what happened to him. And so, you know, when you got, you know, the risk here now, you know, the chances of contact are all elevated, both by, like you said, the drivers that are aggressive, that are going to, you know, get there, and the guys that, you know, are going to just try to push as hard as they can and maybe make mistakes and stuff like that. Even the aggressive guys can make mistakes, and it leads to contact. Sure. But the good news is it's all exciting for us and those of us watching.
It is. And you're right. I mean, it is, you know, just watching this right here. So the fourth and final transfer spot is where we're going to look at. And you've got some heavy hitters back there along with Moore Jr., McCarron, Lacey, Spangler, Ripken and company. As the green flag flies, here we go. Shatner out front along with Canellis. Then you already see what happened in the back. It's a pile-up. Rayner Jr.
Talladega, big one there.
Yeah, it was. Whew. And that puts Moore Jr. in the fourth and final transfer spot with Spangler right there on his back tail tank. And again, some more cars in the back going around. Mike Cranmer and company. But here we go, fourth and final transfer spot. Look at Spangler. He takes it.
Yeah, and Moore right behind him. And Donovan Ross gets turned a little bit there. Wow. Man.
And remember Donovan Ross earlier in, you know, just went right off the track earlier on. So
from a transfer position. So
right, from a transfer, Wow.
You know, sometimes that's why, you know, that risk reward, and he didn't do anything wrong in that heat race, and I don't even think he was really pushing. It was just a slight mistake. It turns your night around real quick.
Well, up front, you got Canellis there and Schatzer. They're battling for the lead, and we know, you know, with them guys out front, I know they'd love to win the C main, but you're in the show, and we've seen multiple times these guys get up here battling like this. Trouble can brew. You got Spangler hanging on the fourth, who is actually battling with McCarron, and I know Moore Jr.'s back there chomping at the bit going, guys, just get back on locking wheels up one time.
And a lot of that's why you see the 51 there trying to push. Yeah. And that's, you know, why you see Spangler pushing McCarron so hard, because he wants that buffer, because he doesn't want to be racing for that fourth and final transfer position.
Absolutely, and you're right, and that's a lot of it. You kind of get a little worried in the back of your mind. He's got a little bit of breathing room right now between Moore Jr. in that fourth and fifth place spot. He's going to try that higher line. As you see, Jr.'s trying to close in, still the top 4. It's all Canella, Schatzer, and McCarron. And with Spangler in the fourth and final spot right now, Moore Jr. just doesn't seem like he can, you know, get close enough to him. So his hope is maybe those guys wreck.
Yeah, these two guys race hard enough like this together. He's going to close up in a quick hurry.
Make a few mistakes, and we have seen it. So it's not out of the water yet here at our C main here tonight with the Cool Rays Heating the AC, Coast2Coast Racing League here tonight for our Hometown heroes, folks. And we got it as always 305s as they come for the final time, final lap. Out front, Canella, Schatzer, McCarran, and Spangler makes up the top 4 that will go to the B main. As you see out of the turn 4, boy, I don't know if Spangler watched the last one. He almost tried that inside groove and got down in that grass.
Yeah, almost did the exact same thing Chapman did in that last heat race, but he got away with it there, and we'll move on.
Okay, B main. SBGC3D.com. Tom Taylor and Company. If you have not checked out any of his 3D work, check him out at SBGC3D.com, folks. He does some outstanding work here tonight with the B main. Again, top 4, right?
Nope, we're going to go with top 8 here.
Top 8. Okay, so top 8, a little bit more of a, a little bit better if you're sitting in that 13th place spot like Spangler is. You kind of like seeing that. So, you got kind of if words could be, it'd be a little easier journey to try to get into the feature with it only being 8 here tonight. But Duranco, Roger Craig up front. If these guys can hang on to it, remember, and you got Chapman right there in that 8th place spot. You got Landis, Spangler, Schatzer, McCarran, all outside looking in.
Yeah, and the driver of the 747, released a Facebook thing, previewing tonight for the league, and I didn't realize this, but he had mentioned that he hadn't qualified for an A in one of these right now, and I'm really not wanting to jinx him, but he's in a really good spot here to make the first A for him this season.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Sitting there in second. Roger
and Terry
good.
Landis just dropped from the server.
Yeah, wow.
Tough break for the driver of the 661 there.
Well, that puts Charlie Bragg into the 8th place transfer spot right now as we're getting set to start. Some good cars here. This is going to be interesting on this start.
Yeah, that row that you're talking about, Charlie Bragg and Zach Chapman, that's position 7 and 8 right there. That's going to be the hot spot. That Zach's holding that final spot, that 8th spot. He needs to get a couple more to get that buffer, and there's guys that are going to be breathing down his neck that were really fast in that last race, or they're going to want to come and take it from him.
It is. Lights off on a pace truck. Here we go. Going green flag here tonight. Lernerville, hometown heroes, dirt tracking in here for the 305 wing sprints. Pace trucks in. Duranco Craig up front getting ready to pull this field around as they come out of turn 3 and 4. Line them up. Green flag flies. You see Duranco gets that jump out front. You got Nathan Hall and Company there, and they are 3 wide all the way almost through the field.
Yeah, they are. Not a whole lot of room for error here. Let's see how this shapes out around that transfer spot. That's where I'm watching.
That is. You've got Chapman in 7th, Offit right there in 8th, along with it. Canellis hanging on the outside looking in. But they are 2 and 3 wide in that bunch, 4 wide out of the turn. So it is a hot spot around 8th place.
Yeah, it is.
Offit around,
trouble.
and Craig is around. Craig's upside down like a 747 flying, and he took Schatzer.
Yeah, but he goes.
Wow.
He goes. I'm counting right now. He is 1 spot out of a transfer.
Yeah, don't quit. Don't quit. Because Offit's there. Offit's in the 8th place spot. Now, if Offit, I'm going to say it this way, if Offit's smart on the track, he's got nobody around him. He's in the final transfer. And never mind. Oh, he blinked right there, so he might get disconnected.
You never know.
You never know on that one. But right, as far as making anything crazy move-wise, he knows he's in the show.
Yeah, at this point, I'm one of those guys. I try to know that situation, and I just click laps off. Somebody who wants to fight me really hard for a spot, you know what? Go ahead. I'll fight you for it in the feature.
Right now, Offit right there sitting in the 8th place spot. And he's looking good. He's looking kind of smooth, trying to hang on to it. Craig's right back behind him, so don't give up because you just never know. We've seen some crazier things. McCarran there in 7th. But meantime, out front, Duranco hanging on to it. Templeton there in 2nd. Nathan Hall doing an outstanding job in his 305 here tonight, hanging on the 3rd. Curlissi in 4th. Spangler in 5th. Chapman in 6th. McCarran there in 7th, and Offit, like I say, in that final transfer. And we're kind of spread out a little bit too, so.
We are, and I'm surprised how many guys, I'm counting 4 of these guys, and that's half of the top 8 are all still riding that cushion, and power to them.
Even Offit, right? Well, Offit, he's a little bit further down, so I think he maybe he's listening to us. He's going, I got you guys.
We got one into the wall. 38
we do.
into
Ryan
the wall.
Calissi.
Yep.
Oh, and he's upside down.
And can Craig get around? He's going, but Craig's not going to be able to get around and take advantage of it.
Well, Calissi's slow on the track. He lost that front wing, checkered flag, but man, just a little bit too late. As Roger was like, wow, I could have got it done, but
Roger
that's about as close as you want to come to falling out of the going to the feature.
Yeah, and that, like I said, I can't believe guys are running the top there, but power to him. But
wow.
That's Roger had his front wing, so I'm sure he had some things, and he looked a lot slower than what he needed to be out there. So I'm sure he had all kinds of you can't flip a car and not have damage on it. So tough break for Roger there.
Awesome one there. Well, folks, we'll be right back. Got a word from our sponsors.
People want to have a one-stop shop. They need us for now all these different services, not just the heating and air side.
When things are going wrong, you want the company that's going to be able to get things done as fast as possible for you.
Today we're going to be in over 600 homes. What the customers can count on is we're going to send a competent person to your home with a vehicle that's stocked and prepared. We're going to do what's right.
Right now, we're waiving our $79 service fee with any Cool-Ray, Brightbox, or Mr. Plumber service.
All right, folks, we're back here and we're getting set. I got about 10 or 20 seconds to go here. Get all your refreshments to get ready for our feature here tonight. Want to give a good shout out to Cool Rays Heating and Plumbing. Here, been a title sponsor of the Coast to Coast. Andy, A&J Custom Creations doing the hard charger, Malcolm Mills replay. Check us out on C2C, RL.com if you want to find out all the information that's going on week to week in the league. Check us out on Coast to Coast Racing Network here on YouTube, OSR Network on Facebook. As always, we got some great, exciting racing action throughout the week. As we're getting set here, feature time tonight. Cool Rays Coast to Coast Racing League feature, and put Snook out front. Patton's going to be there in second. Got Moore Senior in third. And let's look way back here in the back. See who we got. Maybe that's Spangler back in 22nd. Got some heavy hitters throughout this field.
Yeah, it's mixed throughout the field. You got guys that can move forward. Looking here, it's going to be exciting all the way through. I think being out there with these guys last week and what you can do with these cars, and you can race them anywhere, especially with the track. I'm looking at it. Looks nice and slick. The middle lanes look viable. Top's viable. Bottom's viable. Just got to go where they're not to get around them, and that's gonna be fun for us to watch for sure.
It is, and we got. I know Snook's probably out there going, "Hallelujah, I'm up front here," and that to me that's always the best place to be is the top two. It keeps you most of the time keeps you out of trouble. We've seen trouble from the top two and up there in the front, but most of the time it will keep you out of trouble. So I know Snook's probably sitting there going, and Patton's up front. Those two guys, and I talk about Moore Senior. Just by going off of his last season of how he was doing last season, just was not. If you wanted to forget about it, definitely something to forget about. It wasn't didn't go his way, but this season been like a big turnaround. So he's we haven't, like I said earlier, haven't seen much of Moore Jr. Maybe he's taking some tips from him out here, or then again, maybe Moore Jr. is the one driving the car. So I better not say that, but you just never know. Now he's going to beat me up after that one. Joe, what's wrong with you?
Hey, you said it, so make sure
I know, yeah.
the comment or Joe. I mean,
green flag flies. No, I will say this. Senior has done an outstanding job here.
Yes.
Just showing up, and right now he's 3 wide in that middle, and he's going for the third place. Showblock is another guy. Look at this, 3 wide throughout the field.
Yeah, everybody's feeling out what they have right now in a big cluster. Even in practice, they were spread out a little bit. So it's going to take a couple laps to really, really stretch your car's legs out if you're anybody other than Lane or Moore.
Yeah, those two are trying to get away from the field here. As you got Showblock sitting in third, but he's got Vaughn all over his back end. Right back here with Shreves, Connor Ross and company. It is 2x2 all the way back from that 4 wide. And they were almost 5 wide coming out of that turn.
Yeah, great start to this race. Just you take your pick. We got a couple over.
Brandon Dittmer.
Yeah, McCarron went over the top here in turns 3 and 4 too.
It's going on Malcolm Mills replay. Catch it again. We saw Dittmer right there. He was in that 3 wide mess back here about the mid pack, and that wheel just caught the top, caught the wall, slapped him back in the middle of traffic. Nowhere to go for a lot of these guys, and from there it's just kind of a pile up.
Yeah, and like I said, McCarron behind him, so there's a lot of guys that had a lot of problems, and that led to a chain reaction though. Once Dittmer got down, and Spangler, who we saw was quick earlier, got the worst of all that. He ended up on his side there down the front stretch.
Did. Hey, what's up, Larry? How you doing? I don't think of Larry Hall. Yeah, I gotta ask. I know you're pulling for Nathan Hall, but I'm gonna say, are you the dad? Because I'm used to seeing Debbie and T and all them pulling for Nate and Nick, but I don't think I've ever seen you out here, Larry. So how you doing, and welcome. And speaking of Nathan, let's see where he's at right now. Back at 20th. Got a little work to do to get up to the front. Back there with Chapman also. He's lost his wing to it. Look, no, he's got it on. Somebody else up there lost it. That other green car.
Oh, Brandon Templeton.
Ah, yeah. Well, he's gonna have a hard time. I think should probably push on him a little bit, shouldn't it?
Yeah, the handling will change a little bit.
Okay. Well, here we go. Pace truck's off. Green flag's about to fly. You got Snook and Moore up front. Show Block and Shreves in the back. Green flag. You can see Will Lane's going to take advantage of that lead as he takes off. When the green flag flies, oh, car around Luke Gazarick. We saw it back there a little bit. It's going to Malcolm Mills replay, see if we can't get a better shot of what happened. Happened on the start. You see him right in that middle. Oh, he kind of came up, got into another car. Next thing you know, paid the price for it.
Yeah, that was two guys actually going for the exact same spot on the track at the exact same time.
So Larry's the son.
I say, yeah, but the 20 came down just a little bit. 419 went up, aiming for that same spot. And two don't go into one on a racetrack too often.
No. So Nathan, not Nathan, but Larry. Okay, son, as in Nathan is your son, or you are the son. I'm gonna take that Nathan is the son. Because I think Nathan's kind of young, ain't he? Is he young?
I don't know.
You're supposed to know this stuff, John. You're supposed to know all these people, man. I mean, when I say young, I mean, I think he's 20s, 30s. I mean, you know, I don't think he's our age, is he? I don't think Nathan Hall's our age.
I don't know. I
he
get
ain't
the feeling,
ancient, you know.
Well, I know I'm not ancient, but I sure as heck feel like whenever I talk to most of the guys in the league, they're all younger.
See, there you go. Larry said my son. There we go. There we go. Good deal. Appreciate it, Larry.
I'm in that awkward stage where everybody's younger, and then everybody is cooler up in the retreads, and I don't quite qualify for the retreads, so I'm in that middle no man's land.
Well, they won't let you race in the retreads. Roger said I could.
I'm a little bit. I think it's.
Well, I know the age limit, but I'm 48, so he said I could race in it, and I know you my age.
I do enough other racing, so I don't.
Yeah, look, John up here trying to be like, I ain't that old yet. I'm still 20. Look, it's okay.
Oh, hey, and from what I hear, I mean, I've actually had moments where I've seen, I know the retreads are happening. I've thought about jumping to Discord just to hear those guys. It's a great bunch of guys. So if you're over 60 watching, we got a home for you.
We do, yeah.
Guys have a lot of fun, and then it's really cool. Those guys have a lot of fun.
They do. You go back, like I said, it's good to have a league, or not really what's a league, but it's kind of a series like that those guys can come together and again, that's just one of the things. Check out c2crl.com. We give you all the information on all the different series that are here, because there's many more than what we just broadcast, folks. So definitely check it out. As we go back green, Snook gets that good jump out front, but Showblock and Vault, well, them two guys back there battling each other.
Yeah, and Daniel moved up to second here. He's having a great run, having a tough season so far. After finishing runner-up in the points last season, so he's looking to rebound here and get it pointed in the right direction for the remainder of the season.
It is, and you see Shreves here with Showblock. Showblock's up on the top side trying to put a slider, but man, Vault, he tried to battle that thing. It got a little bit sideways on him. Here comes Shreves on the inside. You got Patton hanging on, so that's around about all the way from third to fourth on back. Oh, Zach Chapman is around, no caution. He's still hopefully going. And he crashed again. He's on the outside looking in, so he's trying to get back on the track. He's got plenty of room to get back on the track. I don't know what he's waiting on.
Yeah, the caution will probably fly if he's got to come to a stop over here and turn forward.
Looks like
he's taking a pit side.
We got Lane Snook still out front, extending that lead over Showblocks, who's running the high side, trying to see if he can't run him down. Shreves is in third. So your top three are moving on out. They kind of single file. You go back to around fourth, fifth, and sixth place spot. Those guys are duking it out. Two and three wide with Straighten, Vault, Moore, and Chapman.
Yeah, they're really putting on a show, that group of them, and then nobody giving anybody anything. It's a lot of fun to watch.
It is. You see it. Moore Sr., he is out front in front of Chapman there along with him. Vault trying to see what he can do on that low line. Here comes Verstraeten. He is up on the top side. It is still grinding. Look at that vault. It's tearing up the back tail tank of more. Caution out. Ryan Calissi. Hope I'm saying his name right. See what happened to him. He's back there. I think he's in that blue car, I believe. Yep.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a case where he jumped the cushion.
And falls over. And landed back on his wheels. Right. That was a good battle around about 4th, 5th place spot.
Yeah, now those guys can relax their grip on the steering wheel a little bit, take a deep breath, get their head screwed back on straight, and you get a game plan. I mean, it's funny, under all these cautions, at least me, and I'm sure a lot of the other guys are just in deep thought, okay, this didn't work. You start formulating a plan of what you want to do. Of course, now, that usually all goes, straight in the garbage can as soon as you get into turn 1, because everybody scatters, and all of a sudden the lane that you want to run is not available and all that good stuff.
I'll tell you what, was talking about retreads earlier. Bill out there said the oldest guy around is 78. Yeah. I mean, that just gives you a testament of, if you think you can't do iRacing, there you go, folks. I mean, we've got guys. I think one of the youngest has probably got to be Lane Snook. What was he, 13?
Yeah, I don't know how old he is.
He's around that area. He give it a take, he's around that area. But he's probably the youngest. So I have seen folks in iRacing, before we go back green real quick, be as young as 11 and 10 and do fine. But again, like you said, 78, that is awesome. Come out here and have fun as always. We go back green.
And we see how intense this is. The retreads is the most laid-back league we have. That's part of the reason why I'm jealous and kind of wouldn't mind popping in there from time to time, just because it's just fun. They're in there just because they like racing. That's it. They just love to race, not intense, everything else. So that's a really cool deal that they got going on there.
Yeah, it is. As we see the green flag, Snook gets a good jump out front. Show block there in second. Treves in third. Chapman is hanging on to the 4th place spots. You got more senior back there. So everybody right now is maybe single file. You got to go back here about the 5th and 6th place spots. You see Vault and Frustrating. Them two guys are kicking it side by side with the good sliders with each other. That's for the 6th and 7th place spot.
Yeah, and that group that we were talking about, back where, Vaught and Moore and, they're right back at it. Didn't take them but a lap to start going at it again. Yeah,
Chapman is up there. You've got Moore Senior along with it. Now, Moore's falling off back from those guys on about the 3rd and 4th place. But you got Shreves and Chapman. Those two guys are going at it, and that's the 3rd and 4th place spot. Then you got Vault and Frustrating. They're going at it. Moore's kind of just sitting there in the middle, trying to look out, looking at his rear view, looking at his front view, going, okay, let's see what's going on. But in the meantime, Snook's moving out with Show Block up front. A little bit further back to around about the 10th place spot. That's where you got Jeffrey Barker, G.J. Boydell. That's a hot spot happening.
Yeah, and Luke Gazarek just jumped the cushion. No caution, but he banged it off that wall coming out of turn 4 there.
Able to keep
I'll be
going.
honest, for all the guys that we saw going over the edge in the heat races, it's slicker now, and not as many are going over. So,
and they look
as you
good.
like to say,
car control.
Yeah, as I say, like you said, they're learning something in Lernerville.
Yeah, it's in the name here. You gotta learn some of this track. Be careful. Oh, white flag and yellow. The yellow got out before the white got there. So, Luke Gazarek, I believe, is the one that popped that one. So let's go back here and see. We saw our car, though, flipping, and yeah, you see Luke. Yep, that's it right there. Now, that is strange because the white flag was flying before the yellow came out. So that is a strange one on that one, and sometimes that happens. I've seen it happen a couple times. So normally when I say with the white flag, yeah, you gotta love it. Normally when I say the white flag's out, doesn't matter what happens, iRacing doesn't throw a caution. Again, here I think what happens on the dirt side, try to explain it. Caution laps don't count. And when it threw that caution, it reverts to the last lap that they were on, which would have been the last lap. And would have been 2 to go, something like that.
And not enough of the field took the 1 to go, so that's probably a combination.
Dirt might be a little different. I've only seen that happen maybe once or twice on asphalt, where it just has to trigger at the right time, right at that white flag. Normally what happens on the asphalt side, though, is not what happened there what I saw, is... as we're going back green, is
we got
actually they will hit the yellow right in turn 4, and right before they take the white flag, and then the white flag will fly. There, the actual white flag flew, and then the yellow, but I think it's because the yellows don't count, or anyways.
The
Snook's
second
out front.
place is 3 wide.
Yeah,
3
they are.
wide for that runner-up.
Now we're white flag, 1 to go. Snook out front. Who's going to get this third place spot? You got Shrees and Chapman right there battling for it. Final turn, final times here. Our feature Snook's going to win it. And it looks like Showblock's going to fire on all 8, come around second. He's going to put Chapman in the third place spot. What a finish to this one.
That was an outstanding finish.
It was. Good run by these guys out here tonight. All throughout the field. Gotta love it. These guys, man, did an outstanding job. It's some good racing here. Our hometown heroes as get a couple of these guys up here, get a word with them. And then we got midget action. You want to see something that's wild, folks. Hang on and watch those. If we can't find...
Yeah, I'm already putting the driver's suit on for those midgets.
Let's see what we got. Well, I got Chapman. Our Snook. Wait for Showblock. We'll bring Chapman up while we wait for Snowblock. Let's get a word with him.
All right. Hey, Blake Chapman, this is John Hine up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yep, I got you.
Man, oh man, that last restart and those last couple laps, 3 wide. You guys made the show. I mean, that was great racing there at the end. Walk me through those last couple of laps there.
Yeah, I was thinking before the restart, I'm like, well, Randy was running the top, so I'm like, I don't have much to lose by going to the bottom and seeing what's there. And I found a little something, and I didn't think it was going to work in 3 and 4, but it did a lot better than I thought it would. So glad I moved down there, and congrats to Lane on leading the whole thing. It's pretty unbeatable tonight, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with this podium run.
I missed where you started from. Where did you start at?
I started in 10th.
Oh, so you moved up there then. That's an outstanding run to get up there onto the podium there. But like I said, those last 3 laps, you guys are 3 wide there. And, I'd have been on the edge of my seat for sure for that. Great run here tonight, though. Do you have anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, Tramper Straighten and Patrick Spangler for running with me tonight. And everybody else down in that Wide Open Motorsports. Really love running with those guys. And BB7 Setups and my family and Steve Bixler and everybody else that supports and watches the broadcasts. And you for putting this on every week, Joe, and John for helping him too.
That's great. Hey, congratulations again on a podium. That's Blake Chapman, the 3rd place finisher.
Absolutely. Chapman coming home right there in 3rd place. Well, this guy here, Showblock, brought it home in 2nd tonight.
Mr. Slowblock, 2nd place finish tonight. Those last 3 laps out that green-white checkered, 3 wide. Tell me a little bit about those. What happened with you there once that green flag flew again?
I was really thinking too much about what just happened. I thought I had a good run on Lane coming down to that white flag before Luke hit the front stretch, so that kind of sucked. But yeah, I was just trying to get a run on him, make sure he didn't get too far ahead of me on the restart and try to rip the top and carry some momentum, but it just didn't go my way.
Did you, at any point in time, you're dancing with the top, they're ripping the lip. Do you have any close calls through the race?
Actually, no, which is very surprising. It's so easy to just jump it on this track and not even expect it to come.
Well, no, you didn't have one tonight, but it sounds like you've had those before. What do you do? Let the viewers kind of know if you get up there and almost go over. Do you do something and anything different the next time you come through? I mean, what does that do to you mentally?
You just gotta forget about it, really. Put in a lot of practice, putting the track on 100% slickness, so you get used to it. Really, the only thing you do is completely lift off if you know you're about to jump it and turn left a little bit, and you'll be okay. Just drive out of it, and next time around, just hit it perfectly and run another good lap.
That's why you run up front. Hey, once again, congratulations on the podium. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
I'd say my parents and family upstairs watching. They always watch every week. They love watching this broadcast. So thank you guys for that. And also Luke Gazaric, good friend of mine that got me into this.
Awesome. Hey, congratulations again on a great second place finish. That's Ty. How do you pronounce your last name? Make sure we get it right. I know Showblock. Showblock.
Yeah.
That's Ty Showblock, second place finisher tonight.
Absolutely, Showblock right there, bringing it home in second place here tonight. Well, this guy, well, like I said, led most of it here all night long. Lanes, you wait in the booth, got a copy? Lanes, you wait in the booth, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Lane, I tell you what, you was able to get out front, stay out front. How was the car and how was that track here on you?
In the beginning, the top was pretty good, and the middle of 3 and 4 was good, and then I think the middle of 3 and 4 went away, and then the very end, the top of 1 and 2 went away. The bottom came in, and I didn't realize it. But I don't know. The kart wasn't very. I don't know. I don't like fix anything really, but it was. I don't know, dude. I'm just tired. I forgot to turn on the air conditioning, and I can't think.
Hey, that's all right. Well, definitely. I mean, you were able to get out there and win it tonight. But in victory lanes, you going to be on the midgets?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Good luck out there. You got anybody you want to thank for an awesome win here tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Velocity Designs, Vanderbilt Racing, Jesse, Brandon, Goldner, Moonin, Lacey, Fitzy, JP, Dirt Doctor Trucking, Bio.com, Powerhouse Motorsports, Wagner Brothers, you guys for the broadcast, T2C Racing League, Universal Sediment Service, Jack Von Howard Associates, Keystone Alliance, KKP, Keystone Karting Products, Fox's Pizza, Den Mexico Ridge Beef Farm, Snook Dirt Designs, Old Hatchery, and Fitzy's Perfect Photography.
There you go, Lane Snook bringing it home tonight here in Victory Lane. Well, I'll tell you what, John, we're going to head off here. We got midgets coming up. Folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, folks, welcome back. Here we got some midget action out here, and a lot smaller car, a little bit nimbler. It'll be wild to watch these things lifting the wheels off of it. Qualifying here for the Pit Stop Podcast qualifying session, and if you've not checked out the Pit Stop Podcast, check them out every Sunday on the Coast2Coast Racing Network on YouTube. Rusty Cranmer there and Roger Craig. Get some good insights on the league and what's happened throughout the week. Plus, have some great interviews with drivers and sponsors. We'll check them out as always. Got these guys gearing up out here. Qualifying. Who's going to put the top spot? Look at that. John Hine puts quick time up top. Lacey's behind him with a 1564, Lane with a 1565, Straighten there with a 1567. If anybody can top that 1560, don't think it's going to happen. John's going to put it on pole. Good start, ain't it, John?
Not too bad there, Jack.
Oh, well, never mind. I spoke too soon. And wow, you want to talk about thousandths of a second difference. Wow.
You know, Jack lives over in Jefferson City, which is about 90 minutes, maybe a couple hours from me. He lives somewhere around that area. I'm going to have to go down and tell him he doesn't live too far for me to come over there and smack him. That's a good run by Jack.
Too soon. Yeah, it was. I mean, you're talking about thousandths of a second betwing the two there.
Yeah, congratulations to him if that holds up there. That's big. And the points race, as I told you earlier, we're locked into a pretty tight points race. You got 5 guys that I think we're within 10 points coming in here. And these bonus points here for qualifying are big right now. I mean, absolutely huge. Looking at the top 5, if this holds up, I was 1 point behind Daniel Vault, but I now know I just leapfrogged him with the bonus point there. So to give you an idea of just how close, if you go out to
hits out front,
yeah, that's gonna pad his lead a little bit. But you go and look at iRacing League Manager, and that's the thing Preston's got set up here for us. You can find that on our website at c2crl.com
or go to iRacingLeagueManagers.com.
And you on our website, you can go in there and you can see, you even click on your favorite driver's name, and it'll show you exactly what he's done for the season and stuff like that. So a really nice device to look at. But like I said, man,
it's tough between the top 5. I'm looking at it right now. It's 175, 176, 177, 179, 183. So it's a tight battle.
Yeah, it really, really is.
All right, well, as we get set, Heat Race 1 here tonight. Lucas Oil Empire Super Sprints out here. It's 37 years of 360 wing style sprints. Those guys from the United States and Canada got a lot of great stars. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter at Lucas Oil Empire Super Sprints. We've got Randy Shreves, Daniel Vault, Lane Snook started 3rd, Jack Kidd 4th, Nathan Hall 5th, Chase Weir. Hope I said it right.
I'll go with Weir.
All right.
Yeah, the only reason I say that, there's a sprint car driver with the last name spelt like that, and that's how he pronounces it.
All right. Sounds good to me. Nathan Alders there in 7th, Zach Chapman in 8th, and Roger Craig rounds out the top 10 as we get set to go green flag. Heat race number 1, midget style here. No wings on these cars. Very different handling characteristics. I know, John, you say you like driving these cars a lot.
I do. They're a lot more difficult to drive without that wing sticking the cars down that you're used to. These back ends like to come around, and you want to do the same thing. The straighter you keep them, the faster they're going to go. But these cars are really, really difficult to do that, especially once it slicks up. I think there's just a lot more driver skill that goes into running these. It's more of a challenge for me. I have to challenge myself to kind of push these cars. So that's what I like about them. They're not easy. And as weird as that might sound, that's exactly what I love about them.
Here you go. What's up, Debbie? How you doing? I know you're out there pulling for Nathan. I see you poked in finally as Nathan's going to start this one in 5th. And our heat race number 1 here tonight, Lucas Oil Empire Super Sprints. Appreciate them coming on board here for the Cool Rays Coast2Coast Racing League tonight. Cars are getting set to pull off. Heat race number 1. Been a good one so far. We had 305s earlier. Lane Snook won that one, but we had some awesome heat races there. looking forward to these midgets. And then right after this, we got the father-sons out here, and do a little special thing up here in the booth too. Since it's gonna have the dads and sons out there on the track, why not have it up here in the booth? And I'm gonna bring my youngest one up here, Brandon White. He's been up in the booth a couple times with me in a couple races. I mean, he's no expert or anything, but he loves getting up here, and he gets excited about the cars. And sometimes he'll come around the corner when I'm doing one, and he'll go, "Who's winning?" And he'll see a car flip, and he'll be like, "Well, that guy just wrecked. He ain't winning." So go figure.
No, but that's dead on. I'll be sitting in the car and watch somebody wreck, and that's exactly what goes through my head. Well, he just wrecked. So
yep, he just wrecked.
He's not far off there.
No, it's not. So stay tuned to that. And like I said, gonna have a lot of the drivers with the sons and dads out there on the tracks. It ought to be fun. And and throughout racing, even in sim racing and real racing, we've seen it throughout the years, and we could sit here and talk about it for a multitude of times. But heat race 1, here we go. Sprint action. Pace trucks in. Treves, Vault up front. Green flag. Flying. Here we go. Remember, top 4 go to the feature. Jack Hitt right now is the man hanging on to that final transfer spot as he gets up there, and he's pushing on the back end of, I don't know who he just pushed around, but pushed somebody around, like Nathan Aldrich, maybe Zach Chapman.
Yeah, it was Daniel Vaught that he turned around and just drove.
Okay. He drove through him, was it? Yeah. I mean, really. Well, when I said he was pushing him around, he basically was pushing him around on the track. So, either way. And then Chase Weir, I think that's what we said. Weir? Right?
Yep.
Weir, yeah. He's battling for third, and the fourth place guy, Randy Shreves, out mowing the grass. That's going to put Vault there, and he's going to shoot on by and get that final transfer spot in fourth.
Yep, and that puts them back in the show. Even though I think everybody will make it tonight, you still don't really want to run that B. You just want you want to be the far up towards the front as what you can when the A starts.
These things are so much of a handful. You see back there Nathan Hall battling with Shreves. He's going up to the top side of the cushion. As down low, Shreves is taking that inside groove, but again, like you just said, you just don't want to have to. We got a car there on the bottom. It looks like we're everybody's going down on that grass tonight. We've seen it in the 305s. What is the fascination with usually we see them fly off the end of the track. Now they're down there I don't know.
Maybe they got tired of flying off the track right on the inside. And it's easy to do, especially because if you're trying to take a wide angle into the corner, and if you miss a little bit, before you know it, you're down. You've got your tire up on that grass, so it's actually really, really easy to do. Yeah, well, that puts Nathan Hall in the final transfer spot. Lane Snook out front leading. He's got a good lead over Jack Hitt. Hitt's right there in the second place. Vault's in third, kind of spread out. Nathan's got a little bit of breathing room as he's hanging on that final transfer spot to get into the feature. He doesn't want to make any mistakes. 2 more turns. White flag. Snook's going to take it here along with Hitt in second. Vault's third. And Hall's going to bring home that last transfer spot of fourth in Heat Race 1. Yeah, nice little heat race there. Yep. That's what we expect with these midgets out here. Heat Race 2, Icon Sim Sports, folks. If you're looking for a rig that's going to suit you, built for you, and a one-of-a-kind, definitely check out iconsimsports.com. Jeffrey Kemper out front, Patrick Spangler in second, Kyle Moonen up in the third, John Hines going to be in the fourth, Brandon Dittmer in fifth, Donovan Ross starting sixth, Ryan Corlissi there in seventh, and Terry Landis back in the 8th place spot. Here we go, our heat race number 2 here tonight. That was a pretty solid one out front, and I know Larry and Debbie out there are probably excited because Nathan was able to get into the show here. Well, everybody was in the show, but he was able to get in the show and be a little bit easier, and didn't have to work his way through the B main. Let's say it that way. Spangler and company. Well, let's see what the cruiseshopfw.com boat machines got for us. Got a speedboat. Got an anchor out there. He's hanging on to third. Can hang on to it. He loves these cars, is what John says. So, see how much he loves this track and car combination. It's got Kemper, Spangler, Hine, Moonen, all up front with Ross Dittmer. Looks like Corlissi and Landis did not grid again.
Landis must be having some connection issues. We saw him have some early in the 305s earlier tonight. We saw a couple guys having some connection issues, so hopefully he'll get that sorted out before the mains get up here and be able to get in the show. Put 6 cars out here. Here we go. Kemper and Company. Pace truck drops off. Bring these mighty midgets around. Thunder them off into turn 1. And green flag. We're racing. Head off into turn 1. You see Spangler gets a good jump out front. Here comes Hine to the high side. He gets away clean into second. The battle's on behind him, though, with Moon and Ross. Those 2 guys are tearing it up door to door. Down on the inside, you see Ross try to take a slide job. Wasn't able to get it completed. As up top, Moonen's holding the top side. He's trying to see if he can't run down John Hine a little bit there as Kemper's hanging in the back spot back in the 5th place. He's got his hands full with Dittmer. As Spangler out front leading this one. Hine sitting in second. Riding in the tire track, you see Spangler goes about the mid-sides of the track. Hine goes to the top end on the cushion. Moonen sits down on the inside looking, peeking. He's going to see if he can't put a slide job on him. Not going to be able to be completed yet. Here comes Hine to the outside. Kemper's around in the back, unfortunately. And here's Ross. So the battle's on for the lead. You see Spangler throws a slider up top, blocks the outside lane. Here comes Hine to the inside. Now you got Moonen going to try to tear the tail tank of these guys. He's looking on that battle in front of him. It's a good one from the top 3. Oh, and Moonen drove it in a little hard, got it sideways, was able to keep it going, but he's going to drop a position to Ross. Ross is going to be able to get around him on that 3rd and 4th place spots. That's going to put the top 2 guys kind of walking away a little bit. Hine's kind of settling in. They're still up on that top side. Still got time and room to get it done and maybe try to pull off this heat race. Spangler's out front. I know he's feeling the pressure. Does he have enough pressure when he makes a mistake up front and lets Hine capitalize? Hine throws on the inside, going to go for the slider. Is he going to be able to complete it? Not going to be able to get the run off the turn. Maybe he'll get it going into this one here. As you just see, look at Spangler run and rip that top side cushion, and boy, he made contact coming off. And I think Spangler's going to be the one pays the price. He is. He goes off the track. Well, he's able to hang on to it. White flag, Hine out front. Ross comes up in second. Kyle Moonen up there in the 3rd. Spangler's going to hang on to 4th as we come around to the final time. What a heat race, too, that was, folks. Exciting racing right there.
Yeah, that was not the way that I want to do that.
It don't matter, you won.
No, it's not all then. So I'm going to go back and look at that. It just got a massive push coming out of there. Yeah, I was running hard there, and I knew we were close. And, I'll just say it now. If I made that mistake, I'm going to apologize right off the bat for it. So,
hey, it is what it is. Hard racing out on the track. Gotta love it. At least it was in the heat race. Here we go. Heat race number 4, Gambler Motorsports and E-Race team. They run on the iRacing platform weekly. They do dirt car, sprint, asphalt, and endurance. Check them out on Facebook, folks. And if you love books, hey, they got an awesome book club, too. And I like that. Kind of get together. Not only do they get together as a motorsports team, get together, man, some friendship there. You got Bob DeGood out front, Jeffrey Barker sitting in second, Brendan Lacey 3rd, Trent Verstraeten into 4th place, G.J. Boydell 5th, Connor Ross 6th, Brian Moore Jr. 7th, and Charlie Bragg's going to hang out the 8th place. We're getting set here for our heat race. Number 4 here. Actually, excuse me.
3.
3. I did that last week. I thought, I don't know why I am wanting to jump over. Let me go back on that sponsor there because we're in heat race 3 for the Super Dirt Car Series. Nothing against the Gambler Motorsports if they're heat race number 4 if we get there. But the Super Dirt Car Series, which showcases big blocks modifieds from Florida to Canada. And I don't know what's wrong with me, folks. I guess maybe I just don't like the number 3. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Oh, here we go. Another exciting heat race.
Everybody has a lucky number and an unlucky number.
Yeah, so, there you go. Yeah,
some it's 13. Must be for you 3.
Yeah. That's it. All right. See what we got going on out here. I mean, it's been exciting for these cars, and we've seen some guys out there get some eel handling on the tracks. The pace truck drops off. You've got Barker, the good, the straight and all. Out front, green flag flies. Heat race 3 here, and that's a good little, that one car out there reminds me of already 4 wide in there killing each other. The good and Lacey's off the track.
Man, that is a wild start there in the turn 1, but
I was about to say, but Straighton's car reminds me of that chewing gum that you used to get. Those little sticks of chewing gum. You remember, what, a fruity? I can't remember. Fruity something, but yeah, they only last for like 10 seconds.
Yeah, Fruit Stripes or whatever they're called.
Yeah, that's what his car reminds me of when I see it out there. And he's already battling for the lead on Barker. But yeah. So hopefully his lead doesn't last more than 10 seconds. He's able to put it in victory lane along with that chewing gum. But here comes Verstraeten firing back on the inside. You see, Verstraeten firing back on the outside. Barker there on the inside. Moore Jr. hanging on third. So it is a good battle for the lead right now. And never mind, as I said, Barker. That's easy to do in these cars.
Yeah, but he can get it going. He doesn't lose a spot, not yet. He gets it going in time.
Boydell and the Cheeto machine. That's my ride right there. I like Cheetos. Moore Jr. in the front. That's making me hungry. Oh, Jr. almost went off the side. Did you see that?
Yeah. Just pushing that little bit extra. It's easy to make a mistake.
And there goes Barker.
Oh, no.
Wow, he has done that twice now. Just looped it around or kind of got it sideways.
Yeah, but good news is for him, everybody looks like they'll make the race tonight. So, he can regroup, take some practice laps in the B and come out strong for the A.
All right, well, out front, you got Verstraeten, and I'm just saying the fruity machine, because that thing, it does remind me of that chewing gum. He's out front looking good, and right behind him, the Cheeto machine. I'm going to tell you what, these guys out here tonight, all we need is the Hooter one that we always see. Got Moore Jr. in third, Bob DeGood in fourth, and Connor Ross, he's hanging on back there in the 5th place spot. Good run here for our heat races. Checker flag flies. Verstraeten's going to take it home.
Yeah, this one had a little bit of everything, but that first lap melee there in 1 really stretched the field out for this one.
Mm-hmm. See. B main?
Yes, sir, B main.
All right, so making sure we didn't have no C main. Well, that's going to put us on the SBGC3D.com. Check it out, Tom Taylor and Company there in SBGC 3D Printing. He does outstanding work on all of his stuff. We'll get to see some of his videos here in a little bit. On some of his work, you got Shreves out front, 12 guys. And like you said, pretty much everybody should make it tonight.
Yeah, looks like 12 go to the main. 12 are going to grid. We'll see if we get all 12 to the grid, but 12 are scheduled to grid.
Patrick Spangler in the chat said he's going to wreck you during the feature. No, he didn't. No, he said that was me. I'm good racing. So yeah, but and then he put PS behind it. He said you're done. No, but anyway,
Patrick's a good guy, and that's why you probably could even hear my voice. You race guys the way they race you. Patrick's a guy that's always raced me clean, everything else. So you try to do everything.
You heard that, Patrick. You race guys the way they race you, and you just go back to what happened on that lap.
Yeah, now that I say that, well, I was gonna say that's why the feeling bad there, and I did go back and look at it, and man, we didn't make a whole lot of contact, but it was enough to screw his entry up, and they even screwed mine up on the bottom. And
it was just good hard racing. I mean, y'all two was out there, good competitors going at it. That's what you like to. I'm gonna go out on a limb, and some people like to see it, some people don't. But obviously, we like an exciting show.
Yeah,
I mean, we don't want to see guys. We don't want to see guys running over. But the one thing we don't want to see is spread out guys all over the field. I mean, come on, we like that side-by-side racing. It's exciting.
Or just intentional wrecking. You don't want to see that.
You don't want to see that. No.
But the funny thing is, I've been preaching it all night that this track will not give you more than you can't take more than what this track will give you, and that was the case, to be honest with you, where I took up a little bit more track, just trying to get that little bit extra to get that run, and I think he was probably doing the same thing, and that those things happen, and. You don't like seeing it, but for the audience. It looks good for the audience that they root on. So I'm sure now I got some people booing me and cheering him on, and vice versa. So,
all right, green flag, B main time here. We got Shreves and company up front. They're already tearing each other up with a 3 wide for second place as Shreves was able to get away from it. You got Kemper, Chapman, Dittmer in the mix back here. You see it 2 wide for second place for the moment. Good race in the 3 wide back here too. A little bit further on back. It's heating up for the lead, though, as Kemper's trying to get close to Shreves, but Shreves has got that good momentum coming out of the turns.
Yeah, this track is really racy right now. You can.
Who was that? It just went on the wall. That's Barker. Excuse me. I don't know why I want to keep calling him Baker. My bad. I'm sorry, Jeffrey. I just, for some reason, want to keep calling him Baker, but it's Barker. My bad. And yeah, he caught the wall, went flipping upside down, was able to keep going, though. In the meantime, I let Shreves get away a little bit with Chapman sitting in second. He's flirting down there with that grass again. It's like we've seen all night long. Kimber's in third. Dittmer, though, he wants that third place spot.
Yeah, and I love watching these guys come out of the corner. Especially the guys on the low side. Their left front tire hiked up off the ground. Just digging.
And it's just there it is. Now, I'm gonna tell you what, Dittmer down there, and look at that. That tire went up and he's gone. That's a flipping Big Mac. Wow, that looked cool. That's
the highlight of the night. Probably not for him.
That was wow. Then he goes jumping. So we got Shreves still out front. Chapman in second. He's trying to pull in on him. Can't get it. Never mind. There goes Kemper. He gone in the wall. Crashing. Wow. This has been a highlight of our B-Main so far.
These guys are pushing. They're just pushing, and that's great to see.
And here's the thing, too. I guess you push a little more when you know, hey, I'm in the show anyways.
Yes.
Maybe that's a little bit of it, too, is, hey, look, I can come out here and see what this track's going to give me and what it's not going to give me. And that's another thing, something you do that in practice. That's what practice is for, is how much more can I get out here? And you see it right there. Well, Aldridge is hanging on to fourth. Ross is in third. He comes up there and just, boom, pile drive, bullies his way up to third place spot as Chapman hangs on to second.
Yeah, and that when you're in the show, you can go for it because, I've said this many times, the more cars you pass here, the less you have to pass, in the next round. So,
absolutely. That's right, Stephen. You said go Bandy built. I wish you was out here. Yeah, where you at, Goldner? You're on vacation this week as we get set. As our B main comes to close, Randy Shreves puts it in victory lane out front, but all these guys going to make it in the A main. What a wild one to watch there. That was exciting to see. And folks, don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back here. We're going to get a word from some of our sponsors here tonight. It's been an exciting one here for the midgets. Always, we'll be right back.
People want to have a one-stop shop. They need us for now all these different services, not just the heating and air side.
When things are going wrong, you want the company that's going to be able to get things done as fast as possible for you.
Today we're going to be in over 600 homes. What the customers can count on is we're going to send a competent person to your home with a vehicle that's stocked and prepared. We're going to do what's right.
Right now, we're waiving our $79 service fee with any Cool-Ray, Brightbox, or Mr. Plumber service.
GeForce TV delivers the excitement of short track racing to places it has never seen before. With dynamic production elements and state-of-the-art technology, GeForce TV proves what the racing community already knew. Race fans are plentiful and they are hungry for excitement. Last year, GeForce TV streamed over 250,000 hours of intense racing action for fans all around the world. Nearly 750,000 fans viewed our streams and on-demand videos. By the end of the racing season, our subscriptions rose more than 400%. What does all this mean for you and your business? Motorsports marketing in Canada has never produced such amazing and measurable results. Cashing in on the benefit of motorsports marketing is easier than it's ever been. Work with a team, work with a speedway, work with a series, or join the excitement directly with us at GeForce TV. We are excited to see you all back at the races. But until then, see it all on GeForce TV. Subscribe today for free at GeForceTV.net.
All right, welcome back, folks. Feature time here tonight. Cool Rays, Coast2Coast Racing League. We got the midgets out front here. We've got Snook and Hine up front with the Verstraeten there in third, Hit in fourth. Ross coming into fifth place spot. They're getting set to go green flag here. Lernerville style. They're midgets tonight.
Yeah, nice full field, 24 cars. Anything can happen here in these things. I hope we put on a show.
I think it will. I think it's going to be a wild one as we're getting set to go green flag here. 24 machines out front. Let me know who your favorites are out there, folks. Pulling off the pace truck, or pulling off the pace pit stop.
Looks like Wayne might have a heaty or a feature EOL. Looks like he's dropping back. That's a big development. Man, from the pole.
I didn't check. I thought you're the one who usually does that stuff.
I do if I'm adminning, but not adminning tonight.
Doesn't show on the what you call that he did. Wait a minute. Yep. Feature EOL. Yep. Hometown Heroes. Make sure I'm on the right date. Well, you were the one that posted it, by the way, John.
No, John Short posted it.
Oh yeah. Okay. So well, John and John. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, he did, along with Daniel Blau. So,
yeah,
folks, I don't keep up a lot with that stuff because, hey, I let the admins deal with that. I just go about what's happening on the racing, but yeah, that one's going to be a tough one. Still could come through the field. It's going to be an uphill battle. Don't want to get in trouble. Green flag flies. Here we go. Out front. Hine and Verstraeten. Take it on. Here we go. Verstraeten down low. They're 3 and 4 wide. Way back in the back of the pack here. As you see, Verstraeten takes the lead. Hine up top. You got Ross and Hit, though, behind him. Duking it out. Let's go about the middle of the field because right there with Nathan Hall around the 9th place spot, you got Lacey Shreves, Moore Jr. and company. Those guys back there are just throwing haymakers at each other. Beating and banging. Along with up front, 3 wide also around the 3rd and 4th place spot, Vaught and Ross. They're duking it out door to door. And then you got a battle for the lead as Hine's going to take the top side. Verstraeten's going to take that low end. Who's going to get it? Oh, John's up there on that top end cushion, tearing up the lip. He's going to take it to the lead here over Vaught. Vaught's going to see if he can't shoot it back down on the inside. In the meantime, behind him, you've got Donovan Ross in that 5th place spot along with Jack Hitt, Daniel Vaught and company. Well, there's action all over the place, all over this field right now. Oh, car off. Connor Ross. He's gone off the side of the track. We'll have to see if he's able to get back up on the top end. And we talk about Snook. Snook's made it all the way back up to 12th. He's in some clean air right now. but he sees a whole ton of machines in front of him with Brendan Lacey, Patrick Spangler and company. Meantime, 4th and 5th, they're back there duking it out as Hine is moving away from Verstraeten for the lead up top, but he's still hanging on to that cushion. You got Vault sitting in 3rd, got a little bit of breathing room over Jack Hitt. Donovan Ross trying to tear up the back end there with actually that's Donovan Ross trying to tear up the back end of Jack Hitt. Kyle Moonen behind them with GJ Boydell. They're beating and banging with each other side by side. Nathan Hall's up there in the 8th place spot. In the meantime, you got a 3-car freight train. Randy Shreves, Spangler, Lacey. Those guys are still on that bottom side on the grass. Here comes Hall to the outside. Almost made contact with Shreves as he went up to the top side. Some good racing throughout the field so far as Hine is trying to move away from Verstraeten. Those two guys have got some breathing room over Vault, who is sitting in 3rd, who's got a little bit of breathing room on Jack Hitt sitting in the 4th place, but he's got Donovan Ross on his back end. Kyle Moonen's hanging on to the 6th place spot. GJ Boydell looking to go on the inside. You got Nathan Hall, Patrick Spangler, Randy Shreves. That's a good hot spot around the 8th and 9th place. As you see up top, Shreves is running that lip up there. Hall's trying to pull in the front side behind him. Lane is trying to, we got a car upside down. That's Chapman. He has flipped it. Caution out. Go back on the Malcolm Mills replay here. See what happened to Zach Chapman. Down low for the moment. Nobody around him. Oh. Yeah, well, no. Still running by himself. Oh, he got down there in the grass, next thing you know, and then he popped a wheelie. And when he popped the wheelie, it went upside down on him. Done. Give him some style points. All right, style points here. And appreciate it. All right, green flag. Back green out front. Hine gets another good jump on Verstraeten. Vault and company hits there with him. Oh, they are 4 or 5 wide. They're just back there tearing up cars. We got a huge one in the back here. Jeffrey Barker. Woo, let's go back on the replay and see. They were 3 and 4 wide way back here on the Malcolm Mills replay. You can see it. They were 4 wide, and next thing you know, it's just chaos. You got a car upside down. Looks like Moore Jr. upside down. Wow. Just like that. Oh, it's going to stack our field back up here under caution. What's going on, Terry? How you doing? Internet went down. Yeah, I noticed you was having a few trouble on the internet earlier tonight. I hate that. You had a good, clean machine out there tonight, so hey, see if you can get it fixed up, get back out here, and get going again. So, well, John, how's the car?
Car's good. Track is good and racy, so I expect that you should see multiple lines here working throughout the pack. I think guys got options here, so we'll see what goes. We're 12 laps in, at 18 to go. That's a long way to go. A lot can happen in that time.
Oh yeah, out front and leading it. That's the place you want to be. Kind of safe spot if there is one on the track here. It looks like we're going single file. Definitely going to help out. It's going to be able to get away from there, maybe from the straighten for a little bit. The Avant will get back here and tear up his back end.
No, we're going to double them up.
Oh, all right. Good deal.
That's one of those iRacing things I don't ever understand, because if we don't get a whole lap, in which I don't think we did, it should be single file, but you know, it's that's the world of iRacing.
Mm-hmm. Gotta love it. All right, 2x2 all the way back. Vault Ross there in third and fourth. You got Hit sitting fifth. Moonin in sixth. All back there in seventh. Lacey in the ninth place. Bodell in eighth. Reeves in 10th. Green flag. Everybody gets a good start out front. Hines gone. Here comes Vault to the inside of Restraight, and that's what Hines wants to see in his rear view. Those guys battling so he can get away from them. It's a battle on for second. It's 3 wide back around about third place spot. Jack Hit, Moonin, and Ross. It's 3 wide. There's about 2 sets back as they get that thing settled out. They go back 2x2. Again, up front, Hines there leading it. He sees Vault coming to the inside, though. He's going to try to throw it down there. Hines stays to the outside. But Straighten's able to fire back to the top side of the groove. Still some good side-by-sides. As you see Kyle Moonin and company. Uh-oh, we got cars around. Chase Wire. I forget how to say it. Wire. Go back on the Malcolm Mills replay and see. And see, 2 cars was in the front of the, like Nathan was in the front of the track for some reason. The next thing you know, the pile up. Ouch. Caution. All right. The wild one. Now, you feel safe out front there, John?
No, I'm ripping the lip and going against my own advice here and not being too conservative, just trying to run where I think it's fast. And, you know, I'm always an inch from disaster. So even though I'm not in traffic, you know, it's still quite stressful.
Is that, I got to ask, is that you think the guys behind you, if you change lanes, might be able to catch up to you?
No, I feel faster up there. I'm getting the good runs coming off the corners, and I know a big part of this track is the runs off the corners.
Don't feel comfortable.
Yeah, which is strange enough because I'm not really comfortable up there either. That's, you know, it's really difficult to run that top side. But I'm in a rhythm up there, so that's probably the biggest thing more than anything. It's
now,
just,
does the cautions hurt that rhythm? Because that's interesting.
Absolutely, they do.
We're sitting there, go back green. Here we go. Hines, excuse me, folks. Hines going to lead them off. Vault was able to get by Straighten, so he's going to start on the outside. Pace trucks in. See if Hines can get back in the rhythm with that Cruise Shop FW machine up front. Here we go. Green flag is about to fly as they come out of 4. Hines gets a good jump on the field. Straighten and Vault's going to go side by side. Here comes Jack Hit to the inside of him. That's a battle for third. They're almost 4 wide, jacked up behind him with Lane Snook all the way up to 6. Man, he has made a move through the field. These cautions have helped him. He's firing back on the inside of Daniel Vault and Kyle Moonin and company. Yeah, he's probably saying, give me a few more of these cautions and a couple more of these picks, and I might be able to get up front here, do a little bit of battling. In the meantime, Hines trying to drive away. They're 3 wide around about the 4th place spot, and that's Lane Snook has took it. He is taking it around Kyle Moonin. Moonin is there. Jack Hit company. Oh, look out. It's a battle for second for Straighten, Moonin, Snook, Ross and company. All 2, 3 wide. And meanwhile, John saying, I am out of here. Want to get away from it. But Lane Snook has come from the back to the front and has put it in second with Kyle Moonin there in third. Jack Hit in 4th. Along with Donovan Ross. They're side by side. In the meantime, Trent Verstraeten is out of it. I don't know what happened to him. I think he ran off the side of the track. But what a battle up front. And here comes Daniel Vault hanging on to the 6th place spot. He's got Donovan Ross and company. So it is some good 2x2. But here's a unique thing. You've got Hine up top running the top side. Lane is running that bottom side. So 2 different sets of lanes, or so to speak, on the track. And we've heard before, John's always said he doesn't like the high lane, but it's the fastest way around the track, and he's going to use it. Lane's always said he don't like the high lane, and is not going to use it unless he absolutely has to. Right now, it seems like that bottom lane as Donovan Ross crashes. Caution as out. Let's go back on the Malcolm Mills replay. Donovan was actually up there around about the 4th place spot. Let's see what happened to Donovan. Oh, he just ran into the back end of Vault and then went upside down. Looks like Vault had to check up a little bit. He has nowhere for him to go now. Hey, John, you got some company.
Yeah.
Gonna be interesting. Did you want to see that caution?
No, I didn't. But it's all right. We'll just continue to push forward and run my race here. And
what do you think? Now, it's interesting because you mentioned it before. You're running a high lane. Snook's running that way low line, and it seems that kind of both of them are even. I mean, what are you feeling? Are you going to maybe try to dive down that low side?
No, I'm in a rhythm up top here, and in the bottom, I struggle a little bit on the bottom. Just hitting it right and doing that consistent lap after lap. I'm better, more consistent on the top, and then lane obviously is good on the bottom. So, when you're good somewhere, that's good for maybe I don't know, maybe a half a tenth or something if you're really comfortable and you can hit it and get the most out of your car in a particular lane. So, that's what it's going to come down to. The big thing here is just getting a good jump here on the start. But we are going to be single file, so that is going to help me a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
So, we'll see what these last 8 laps, we'll try to make it exciting for everybody.
Absolutely. And like you said, single file definitely it benefits the leader out front. As always, I know they love it. As Hines got it, pace trucks in. Snook's going to have his work cut out for him because he's definitely still going to have Jack Hitt Company behind him. As we're getting set to go, green flag flies a bull. Snook got a good jump. I don't know what happened to Hine on that start, but he did not get the start that he wanted. But Snook was able to get the traction on the inside, and that car was hung, and now he is long gone in the lead. Don't count out John Hine to the top side, but the start just did not happen like they wanted it to. And wow, I don't know. He got a bite on that inside, but I'm gonna tell you what, Snook is flirting with disaster down there on that bottom. I don't breathe yet, folks, because it's not over with. Hines firing back on the top side. This is a battle for the lead. You see Snook way down there on that. He is all the way down there near that grass. So he knows that inside lane is going. This one's going to just come down to the wire, folks. Who's it going to be? John up top, Snook down low. Good battle. You got Moonen sitting behind him in third. Jack Hitt hanging on the 4th place spot. And you got Daniel Vaught along with G.J. Boydell. But in the meantime, I mean, it is a battle. One down low, one up high for the lead. So at some point, I don't know if Snook's going to try to change his lane or he's going to just commit to that low line because it looks like he can get him going into the turn in the middle, but it's coming off is where Hine has got that thing. And it takes total concentration for John to be able to stay up on that top side cushion because we've seen it many a times here at Lernerville. You get up there, and it only takes one little slip up, one little mistake, and boom, as Snook is still breathing down his back end, down on the low side. You got Kyle Moonen there in third. Laps are winding down, and caution is out. Oh, man, Patrick Spangler around. Let's go back on the Malcolm Mills replay here. See what happened to Patrick Spangler. He's up there in that zebra-looking machine. Up top, got a feeling, yep, Lernerville stuck out there and bit him. And he's off the track, spun it around. Okay. John, that restart. Wow, I don't know what kind of bite lane he got on that bottom, but it was huge.
Yeah, I kicked the back out a little bit when I got to the gas, but got that top rolling again, but I'm not going to have 2 or 3 laps to get it. So whatever I do here, whatever I do here, I got to hit it right.
And the one thing I know that you would love to see is a single file restart.
Yeah, and we will. We're within 10 to go.
And see, I like the single file restart. I believe it really, it's a big advantage to the leaders, whoever's leading, because you're able to go, except for that last one. I got to give Lane credit. I don't know what kind of bite he got on that inside, but that car, it raised up and he was able to keep it from, doing a huge wheelie and getting out of control on him, because normally that's what we see in these cars. Usually when they get that kind of bite, I mean, it just kind of throws the front end in the air, and from there you're just blown for the ride. But he was able to keep it on the ground and able to keep with him. That's the kind of start he needs again, because if John's able to get out front any considerable amount of speed, Lane's just not going to have enough time on that low line to get back to him. I don't think anyways. We'll just have to see how this plays out. Although I know, man, right now, John's got that speedboat cranked up. Got his jet fuel in it, ready to go. Pace trucks in. Here we go. Could be the final time tonight. Gonna have about 3 to go in this one. As green flag flies, both of them got a good jump. Now here's what John wants to see. Moonen's able to get on the inside of Lane Snook. They'll come around for the white flag final time. Lane's going to probably have to try. He is in that middle groove, and that restart right there did not do it. White flag. I think John's got a good run up the top side. Here comes Lane to the inside trying to dive it down. One more time, 2 more turns. I think John's got it in the bag as long as he don't make a mistake. He's up top. Mooner's going to hang on to second. Lane's going to bring it home. Never mind, Lane's able to make the pass out of 4 and take it home in second. What a move on Kyle Moonen. And what a finish to this one here tonight. Man, I tell you what, we'll get some of these guys up here and get a word with them. That was a heck of a heat race here for our midgets tonight. Get some of these guys up here and get a word with them real quick. Gonna go over to the father-son awesome race here in a minute. Let's see if we can't get Kyle Moonen up here. No, Lane's down here somewhere. Kyle Moonen. Okay. None of these guys are in Discord. Y'all need to make a rule on the Discord that everybody needs to be in Discord. We'll just wait for Moonen. In the meantime, we might as well just talk to the winner here tonight. John, join the booth. Got a copy?
I do have a copy, Joe.
Well, I tell you what, you know, I'm going to say there that that restart really was awesome, and the battle between Moonen and Snook definitely helped you there. I mean, you had a fast machine all night long. I mean, we talked to you plenty of times, but how was the car out there, hanging out on that top side?
I just was patient, and that was what got me around to get me over the lip. I actually felt like I could probably squeeze a little bit more out of it, but I've learned something. I've put it over turn 3 here twice, leading races with these midgets here this season. So I guess you can teach an old dog new tricks.
There you go.
Just being patient and riding that cushion, and held it together long enough. Lane evidently came through the field, charged through the field. So I really don't know, without going back and looking at it, if I was quicker than him, if we were even or whatever. But heck of a battle there for those last couple of restarts. Luckily, I didn't throw it away. That first restart, the second to the last restart, where I spun the tires and kicked it sideways, man, I almost gave that thing away. Not because I went over a corner, just on a restart. The second one, I got a much better start and was able to capitalize and hang on to it and then get the win here.
Absolutely. We got anybody you want to thank for the win tonight?
Oh, absolutely. First of all, I'd like to thank my Gambler teammates. They're all down there hanging out, probably having more fun without me down there than when I'm there. They've nicknamed me Hates Fun. So, but I do want to thank them. We just have such a great time in there, and it's always fun racing those guys. I also like to thank Epsilon Sprint Wraps. They're, the ones that he's Preston over there. It's the one that wraps my cars, makes them look good. If anybody's interested in a wrap, you can go out to Epsilon Sprint Wraps on Facebook, give them a like, and reach out to them. You can get a nice wrap at a good price. Also like to thank the Cruise Shop at cruiseshopfw.com. Go see Brenna if you're thinking about going on a vacation. She'll send you anywhere that you want to go. Last but not least, I'd like to, well, not last but not least, but I also like to thank Cool Ray Heating and Plumbing, Andy over there. He's done a lot for this league, done a lot for me and my team and whatnot, and been he comes in, hangs out with us, and just been a real nice guy to have in the team chat there. And then last but not least, most definitely like to thank my wife. She lets me do this probably more than what she should, and there's not a day goes by I'm not thankful for that or for her.
There you go, winner tonight, John Hine, put in victory lane. Well, let's go here and bring up Kyle Moonen and see if we can't get a word with him. Kyle, Joy the booth, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Kyle, I'll tell you had that second place, and the next thing you know, out of turn 4, here comes Snook on the inside of you. Was you expecting that one?
No. I think Lane thinks we were on pavement. He wanted a little bump and run, and got me there, didn't he? No, it's all good though. We were racing pretty hard there, and I could tell he was kind of trying to run like that slider line and get in there hard, but no big deal. Still not a bad night for hardly ever running these. So.
Hey, you had a fast machine. You was up front most of the night. You're definitely coming home with a good finish here in third place. So definitely in these midgets, I mean, you can't take anything away from a good performance. You got anybody you want to thank for it?
Just all the guys at Bandy built. This car's not painted, but Ross Crenna, Velocity Race Designs, paints all of our stuff, and just you guys for the broadcast, and that's pretty much it.
Hey, what as always, Kyle, good to see you out there and good run tonight, coming home in third.
Hey, appreciate it. Thank you.
Go Kyle Moonen, bringing it home in third. Let's bring this man up here, Lane, Brent, to come through the field. Lane, you waiting in the booth, got a copy? Lane, you waiting in the booth, got a copy? He ran off to go get a lollipop or something. Lane, you waiting in the booth, got a copy?
My Discord.
Hey, well, I tell you what, we didn't know at first, when we first started the race, that you had that EOL that you had to start in the back. Impressive to come through the field. So I'm going to take it you kind of like these midgets on this track?
I don't know. I'm not going to say that I like them because, again, I don't like fixed setup that much, but I guess something just kind of clicks with me and them because I seem like I'm half decent on the bottom with them here. But I don't know. It was pretty good. I think I could have got John at that caution or the second to last caution when they came out. I think the bottom went away under the yellow, but it's all good. We'll settle for second.
Hey, and that's what I'm saying. You came out of firing out of turn 4, was able to drag race Moonen to the line, get second tonight. Good finish, won the first one. Coming second tonight. You got anybody you want to thank for a good solid finish tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Velocity Designs, Bandy Boat Racing, Jesse, Brandon, Mooning, Goldner, Lacey, Fitzy, JP, Dirt Trucking, Bio.com, Powerhouse Resorts, Wagner Brothers, you guys for the broadcast, C2C Racing League, Universal Settlement Service, Jack on How to See Chiefs, Keystone Alliance, KKP, Keystone Karting Products, Fox's Pizza Den, Mexican Ridge Feed from Snoop Dirt Designs, The Old Hatchery, and Fitzy's Perfect Photography.
There you go, second place man, Lane Snook bringing it home here. And our midgets, folks, don't go anywhere. We got some wild ones coming up here, the Father Son races. We'll be right back here after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We're back here now. This is the father and son race here tonight for the Coast-to-Coast Racing League. Here for the Cool Rays Coast-to-Coast Racing League. Now, what you're seeing on the track is you're seeing the legend cars, which are the little bitty ones. Those are the sons. And the big cars are the street stocks. Those are the dads, fathers. So, now, got something special for you up here. Because not only do we see father sons on the track, but I got my youngest up here in the booth with me, Brandon White. What's up, Brandon?
Nothing much, just woke up.
Yeah, he was in there sleeping, folks. I mean, he's being a little lazy, but that's all right. He's 15. And
okay, yep. And
well, we're going to see that a lot here. Yeah, we're going to see it. All right, the one thing about this track is I know you've heard me say it time and time again. It's called Lernerville. It's the name of the track. In the name, I always say you learn a lot because it's Lernerville. One thing you learn is what you just saw. Cars, there is no wall, and you ride that topside cushion, guess what?
You going off the side.
You going off the side. You going fishing. That's what we say. There's actually boats way down there, and sometimes the guys think that they're on a trip, and hey, it works out. But yeah. So, like I said, I got my youngest one up here with me. He's 15. The oldest one, he's at work right now. He's 20-something. So, gonna be interesting. Now, what do you think? Think about these cars out here.
Okay, most likely it could be close, but I'm gonna say the more experience might take, honestly.
So you think the dads might win? One of the dads might win. Well, there's two different divisions. All right, now obviously the street stocks, I'm gonna go out on a limb, should be faster than the midgets. Now it looks like we are going to go over to our qualifying, our pit stop podcast qualifying session. That's brought to you by Pit Stop Podcast. Check it out on C2 Coast to Coast Racing Network, week in and week out. Looks like one of the Kyle Goldner man out there. He's one of the young ones. And let's see if we can find Barry Goldner. I'm gonna go off on a limb and say that's got to be the dad.
It's so depends on.
It depends on what.
Are you driving, right?
Well, I mean, they got the last names. See, and that's kind of what's going to give a giveaway here. I mean, come on. You got Gabe Blau, Chase Blau. I know Preston Cranmer, and don't see Mike Cranmer out here. Yep, there's Mike Cranmer. That's dad, that's son. And obviously, we'll be able to tell with the car. The car, no.
And not having fun.
No, he's in the wall. Crash. That's going to tear up his qualifying. Going. Wrong way.
Sir, tracks going to the side. Think of it as highway.
Hey, he was trying to get some momentum run, wasn't he?
I know.
Well, Kyle Goldner's out front. He's going to try to see if we can get a good run. Looks like Craig Vault's the man going to put down a good quick time up top. Still running here. Well, who's y'all's favorite drivers out there in the chat? Dads are in the street stock. Yep, dads are in the street stock. Sons are in the little. They're called Legends cars, but I call them the kind of like the clown style cars. Is what they look like. And when they get together, they look like a bunch of bumblebees. You can chime in anytime. He's definitely at their dirt tracking, ain't he? I think he's just having fun on the track.
Hell.
He's going to the pits.
He's like, oh, well, I'm done with this.
Hey, he's out of here. See, there's old Craig. Now, there's one of the dads, Craig Vault, in the street stock. Basically a big style car. Now, one thing I'm waiting to see here, I know you're waiting to see this. One of these street stocks just run over on them Legends. Gonna happen.
I mean, and number one, they're experienced and might not happen because they would know how to technically put it, but not going to jinx it. And also, knows. And it's just like for life. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Heat Race 1, Lucas Oil, Empire Super Sprints, 37 years, 360 sprint car action. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter, Lucas Oil Empire Sprints. We got Preston Cranmer out front, along with Mike Cranmer, Barry Goldner, Daniel Blau, Gabe Blau, and Roger Craig. I think Roger Craig's not going to be in this one. He's going to do adminning. So here we go. It's going to be a mix here. It's our first heat race. Now, the top 3 go to the feature. Everybody's going to make it to the feature, but top 3 go to the. It's going to be interesting. Yeah.
Kind of.
We'll be here all night, folks. He hasn't been on the mic that many times. He's come up here and helped a couple times. But believe me, he's not shy when he's in there playing Fortnite.
That matter.
See? There you go. Alright, we've had pace truck. Must be a Chevy.
Job. Hey, somebody go wake him up.
We're waiting on him to grid it up. Actually, looks like we're waiting on a couple of the guys up there to grid up. Yep, there we go. Now we're getting set. Pulling them off. Well, that's a different size right there between those two, ain't it?
Yeah. Hopefully, the little Legends cars don't get crushed.
That's what I'm worried about, is what might happen. I mean, you see right there, you see Preston. He's going to be the one on the inside. Mike's the one on the outside. I mean, that's like an 18-wheeler taking on a go-kart.
I believe. No, that's like an 18 taking on a little toy.
Two little wind-up toys, don't they? Well, let's see. Mike gonna be able to get out the way. Lights off on the pace truck. Here we go. Gonna go racing. We'll call it first lap.
I'm really wondering where Goldner's other person is.
Yeah, he didn't have one out there, does he? Hey, that's all right. Green flag.
Let's see if the one in the back can even catch up.
Well, you see him right now. Oh, he's doing pretty good out front, ain't he?
Mm-hmm.
Preston got that little wind-up car.
In the corners, I think he might get him. Ooh, that's something you don't need to do. You don't need to step in front of him.
Well, I tell you what, Dad, right now, the Mike Kramer says, get out the way. I'm coming through. Here comes those big, mighty street stock machines. You see, now that's Preston. Well, he's doing pretty good hanging on the outside.
Doing better than I thought he would. I thought he'd already be crushed.
Yeah, he's looking good, ain't he? Hey, well, hang on pretty good. That's Preston. You see Daniel Blau now takes to the top side. He's out front.
I think what's going to help these little mini cars is the turns, honestly. Because I've just been watching like the 2 or 3 laps from on. Every time, little man, I just not right. If I can speak, Roger's not having fun back there.
Nah.
He's like, come on, let me up here.
Yeah, that's a looks like Gabe Blau back here.
Oh.
He's just seeing what's going on in front of him. Got a good battle though around about. That's the third, fourth place. That's Mike Cranmer and Barry Goldner. Two street stock machines right there battling each other. But Preston in that little Legends car. He's holding his own. Oh!
And of course, if there's one place you don't want to get spun out, it's oh, okay. Yep, and
off the track. Hang on to it. Checkered flag. Daniel Blau's going to win it. And look at that. Preston's going to come home in second. Good first heat race. Right.
Up.
We'll go. Going to heat race number 2. I'm trying to get him to talk. He's shy. We ain't playing Fortnite. I know. Heat race number 2. Here we go. Icon Sim Sport out here. If you're looking for a great rig to fit you, suit you, one of a kind, check them out at iconsimsports.com. We got Zach Chapman, Daniel Vault, Tim Chapman, Craig Vault, and Chase Blau going to start this one. So we got a couple of the legends up front.
This could end really bad.
Yeah.
As we said in the other heat race, this is like a little matchbox car to an 18. And if you want to question me on that, then you can gladly.
And they all look pretty small, and I mean that's you know, I've always said they look like, and it obviously I don't hear them. I know y'all hear them out there. If you get a bunch of them together, they do sound like a bumblebees out there on the track.
Interesting analogy.
Right. Well, you know, you're looking at a rearview mirror, and all you see is that big car behind you. Man, what's going through your mind?
Am I gonna get clobbered?
You're gonna get caught. Yeah. You're gonna get run over. Yeah, there you go. Oh, here we go. Get set. Go green flag. Chapman and Company. Got two late models out front, 2 street stocks behind them. Ought to be interesting. Look at that green car. Caught the Hulk. They can't see your head shaking.
Trying to think of.
Lord of mercy. Look, if I know what the secret is to him now to get him to be quiet at home. Put him in front of the mic, he won't say a word. Awesome. Here we go, green flag. We're racing. Dirt track, Lernerville. Head off in turn 1. Remember we saw the legends in that last race. They held their own pretty good. That's a McDonald's machine. He got Big Macs.
Man. And okay.
Alright, they're back there killing each other.
Would have thought.
Trading paint.
Would have thought it would have been the experience. Kids are currently showing them up.
They are. Well, you're right. That's the kids out there. They're showing them up. The sons of the guys out there, I'm going to tell you. So the young crowd out there showing up the older game. Look at that. He's got a McDonald's machine. Make you hungry, don't it?
Hey.
Well, that's Zach Chapman out front. Leading now with Daniel Vault in second, Chase Blau in third. And we're going to see if these two guys can get back up here. Craig and Tim, they're way off the pace.
I mean, I'm not going to put it past them to get back up there because, again, you got to think. They are in very experienced cars. Kids, of course, they do got fast cars, but they really, in the end, don't have. How I've seen races end, tire-wise, that is change. It's entire.
Well, they don't change tires in these dirt races.
Oh.
Too quick. Too fast-paced.
Well then, okay.
Upside down! What was that?
Okay.
He gone. That's the 180 of Daniel Vault. He went flipping. Checker flag. Zach Chapman's going to bring it home in heat race number 2.
So And I lost what I was gonna say. One for the dads, the kids. Big three.
There you go. We're gonna see. Been a good one so far. Hope y'all appreciate it. Like I said, this is my youngest one up here, Brandon. He's acting like he's shy, but believe me.
No, I'm not. Literally woke me up like.
Hey, he should be up. He's 15 years old. He should be able to spring out the bed. Spring chicken. Heat race number 3, Super Dirt Car Series. Big block modifieds from Florida to Canada. Check them out. Super Dirt Car Series. Heat race number 3 is Kyle Goldner, Chris Whipple, Brian Moore Sr. and Jr., and Wyatt Whipple. Here we go. Some more midgets. Now it looks like we got I want to say midgets because we just got done with the midgets, but the legends. Got a legend and a street stock up front. So here, right now it seems like all the young ones are out doing all the dads out here. Right.
I mean, only heat race number 3.
It's been a good one. Seen some action already. Seen some guys fly off the track.
Seen a kid go flying.
I know.
Literally flying.
Give him style points. Lights off on the pace truck. Who's y'all's favorite drivers out there? Who y'all pulling for? Let us know. Kyle Goldner and company. Whipple. Trucks pulling them around. Cars look so small to those other ones, don't they?
Yes.
You know, I always said there ain't no way in the world I could get in one of them cars. I mean, you imagine me getting in that car? I'd be like stuck. I mean, yeah, I'd have to get the jaws of life to get me out of that thing. Green flag. Oh, it's a drag race to turn 1. Who's going to get it?
Drag race.
Get Whipple. Up top.
Did he hold it? Surprisingly, he did.
Oh, he almost ran over him.
That's a key thing they don't need to do. They don't need to get ran over.
No, but look at the outside. Here comes Goldner. Firing back.
Saying, I'm winning this thing. Get out of here.
He's got it so far. He's looking tough on the top side. Moore Jr. Gone.
All I saw was a car in the air.
Wyatt Whipple. Gone. Back up front, though. You see, Kyle Goldner's trying to get out of Dodge. He looks in his rearview mirror, and all he sees is 2 big cars trying to run him down.
But in the end, I think.
Oh, Brian on the inside of him.
I could help because going on that top side, really got a risk of going in a bunch of barrel rolls and then possibly in.
Definitely don't want to do that, but you know what I'm seeing right now? Those legends have got the advantage, I think, coming off the turn. In the turns. The straightaway, those street stocks have got all the power.
Straightaways, I think street stocks, if they had a little bit more of a straightaway, they would take them. I'm going to say what's really killing the little mini car is what y'all just saw right there. Going to lower side.
And look at that. Kyle Goldner's going to pull it off, man. And what we was talking about right there. Perfect example. Like those turns might be where the legends have got it.
Oh.
I think going to do a little bit of donuts. Well, that puts us in our B main here, folks. SBGC3D.com B main here tonight. As Tom Taylor and company, and we'll get a good view of some of his work here shortly. We got Barry Goldner, got Tim Chapman, Brian Moore Jr., Mike Cranmer, Daniel Vault, and Wyatt Whipple. A couple street stocks out front in this one.
The advantage to the kids anymore.
It's going to be crazy when we see them all on the track.
That, might a bunch of cars go.
Chaos.
Cars, I mean legend cars.
Chaos.
Because I don't think, I'm sorry, I don't think those little legend cars are pushing over street stock. I'm sorry. I'll be shocked if that happens. Something tells me a legend car is flying.
So you think if one of the little legend cars gets upside the street stock, it's just going to bounce off of him?
Probably.
Okay, all right. Well, you heard it first here, folks. What do y'all think? Think the legend car out there could take on a street stock bumper to bumper?
Speed-wise, it probably could. Turns, it probably could. Built on if high in the turn. They're trying to go power of power. I'm sorry. Little legend cars are getting thrown halfway across the track.
There is no walls here, so you're going to go way in the woods. Here we go. B-Main. Lights off on the pace truck. Go racing. Now remember, all night long, the legend cars have gotten that advantage in the turns. I'm going to see because we've got a couple street stocks up front. We'll see what those two in the back there do. Green flag, we're racing. Head off of turn 1, side by side.
Looks like he tried to isolate. It looks like they're trying to isolate.
Trying to keep them little cars behind them, ain't they?
And the little cars are trying to isolate. God, what's it? Can't really. Yeah, third place man.
Third place man, that would be Mike Cranmer.
Mike Cranmer. Looks like they tried to isolate him, but didn't really work.
Yep, top 3, nose to tail. They're up on that top side cushion. Look behind them here. You got these, you got the 3 legends back there, and then you got the 3 stock cars up front.
What's really gonna help the legends car is if they pick them off. I mean, I'm sorry, but it may be a form of cheating, but the only way I'd see them actually kind of
Oh, Cranmer off the track. Yeah.
Oh. He's having fun.
There he is. Brought it back. Up front. Got Chapman and Goldner.
But I'd say the way for any cars to win this is to isolate. Work together and isolate one.
He's trying to bring out the big words, folks.
Really?
Side by side, paint trading. Oh! Goldner took the lead. Chapman in second. See what's happening back here in the back. They're a little spread out here on our B main. It's gonna be a wild one in the feature tonight.
I had a feeling. Lion.
Who do you think's gonna win? The father or the sons?
It really depends on one where you start.
Well, that's any race.
Well, think you got experience against.
Okay, so you're saying that all the dads out there have the more experience than the sons. All right, folks, y'all heard it here. He is saying that the dads have more experience than the sons. But what if I said a lot of the sons out here race more than the dad?
Huh?
Yeah, see? Uh-huh.
Well, you still gotta think. You really think that cars are gonna take on a full stock car?
We'll have to see, folks. Don't go anywhere. We're going to word from our sponsors here. We're going to be right back after this.
People want to have a one-stop shop. They need us for now all these different services, not just the heating and air side.
When things are going wrong, You want the company that's going to be able to get things done as fast as possible for you.
Today, we're going to be in over 600 homes. What the customers can count on is we're going to send a competent person to your home with a vehicle that's stocked and prepared. We're going to do what's right.
Right now, we're waiving our $79 service fee with any Cool Ray, Brightbox, or Mr. Plumber service.
GeForce TV delivers the excitement of short track racing to places it has never seen before. With dynamic production elements and state-of-the-art technology, GeForce TV proves what the racing community already knew. Race fans are plentiful and they are hungry for excitement. Last year, GeForce TV streamed over 250,000 hours of intense racing action for fans all around the world. Nearly 750,000 fans viewed our streams and on-demand videos. By the end of the racing season, our subscriptions rose more than 400%. What does all this mean for you and your business? Motorsports marketing in Canada has never produced such amazing and measurable results. Cashing in on the benefit of motorsports marketing is easier than it's ever been. Work with a team, work with a speedway, work with a series, or join the excitement directly with us at GeForce TV. We are excited to see you all back at the races. But until then, see it all on GeForce TV. Subscribe today for free at GeForceTV.net.
All right, folks, we're back. Now we got the feature here tonight. Cool Rays, Coast to Coast Racing League, and here we go. Now you're gonna see we got 15 of these machines out here, and it's gonna be interesting. We got legends out front, along with street stocks. I think.
Honestly, hopefully, the little cars can hold their own and not go flying into the pits. Like, this is some competition on who can jump higher. Because, that's what we saw going into the break. When the little cars decided, well, I got my own way of entering the pits. And takes the... So, yeah. Hopefully less more of that. I can't speak clearly. Hopefully less of jumping and more of staying on the track.
Green flag, green flag.
Alright, here we go. Gonna get set. Green flag. We're racing, so see what we see here. And whew, already 3 and 2 wide in the back.
Oh, already.
Go around.
The yellow flag is out.
The Mountain Man's already doing barrel. Oh,
he got run over.
Man was already doing barrel rolls.
Go back on the Malcolm Mills replay. Watch it one more time. See what happened.
Looks like it started with the little
white car. He went around. Boom, he went around.
The other car got it. No one knows what he was doing.
Chase Blau. He's
over here in the dirt.
Yeah, he going fishing. No, he wasn't. Okay. Put us back out front here. See what we got out front right now. Like Daniel Blau. Zach Chapman's going to be the man in second. Get that McDonald's machine out there, that little legend car.
There's a McDonald's machine.
Chapman, that blue one.
Oh. Oh, now I see.
He's Big Macing it.
Possibly does.
Racetrack in, green flag. Back racing. Eat your time.
Green flag.
Oh, look at that street stock. He gets a good jump. I got somebody back there
And
spinning
green
wheels.
already.
There he is. He was spinning wheels, wasn't he?
Caution, yellow flag.
Battle up front here. Oh, car off the track. Look at that. That little midget car came through there and just pushed him out of the way. Oh, we got the yellow flag. Mike Cranmer. Let's go back, see what happened to him in the Malcolm Mills and the green car out there.
Car's not having fun. Oh.
Oh, and then they get tagged. He backs it off the track.
At least he's respectful. Backs it off the track so nobody will get hit.
True that. True. Good race so far, what do you think?
Yes. I am surprised that the cars have not gone flying yet, except for one.
They've been able to hold their own.
Better than I expected.
Absolutely. Alright. Father-sons here tonight. Cool Rays. Coast to coast. I got my youngest one up here, but he's trying to be a little shy right now. Doesn't want to talk.
If I know what I'm actually doing, then yeah.
Well, just watch what's on the track. Tell people what you see. Well, I do. Talk to the TV.
Yeah, I'm really good at talking to TVs.
I know. I hear him all night long. Going green. Here we go. Pace truck's in. So we got 2 legends on the outside, 2 street stocks on the inside. What are we going to see on this one? Oh, no!
Oh. Why?
He hamburgered him. He's still pushing him down the track. He can't get... Poor guy. Well, that takes a question of whether or not the street stock would be able to push him down the track.
Okay.
Wow.
He's like, we're gonna get this kid to talk.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, I'm watching the stream. Time to get this kid to talk.
Spun him out right there. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Hopefully we see less of that, but
well, now you got pretty much all the little legend cars in the back. You got all the street stocks up front, except for the one, and he's probably sitting up there scared now.
Yeah, thinking he ain't got nobody to help.
But now, that's Daniel Blau leading. That's the dad. And Gabe Blau, that's the son behind him. So he does have help up there. Problem is, if he looks in his rearview mirror,
he's gonna see
a bunch of big cars.
Yeah. But then again, he's got... Oh, well, he's only got 4 to deal with. They isolated 2 of them for him. The little cars isolated 2 of them.
Yeah, let's see what we got. Lights off on pace truck. Ooh, that was funny though. That little car can push down the track.
It's like, okay, we're getting this kid to speak, so come here, dude.
Ran him over.
At least it wasn't a human. At least he was in a car.
Well, yeah, I don't want that to happen. Pace truck's in. Green flag's about to fly.
Something tells me, okay, never mind. The little car's actually holding his own, kind of.
He's trying to get out of Dodge. He sees the 2 big machines behind him right there breathing down his back. Deck lid.
The question is, will he get spun out?
I don't know. It's right there on him. Look out. Brake vault on the inside of him.
Looks like at least he's got help in the back, sort of. At least he's only got to deal with 4 of them.
Yeah, I know. That puts Craig up front, Chris Whipple right there along with it. Then you see Blau gets kind of shuffled back a little bit. Ooh, close quartered. Got a car around. Kyle Goldner spinning it. Back on the Malcolm Mills replay, see what happened. He's in that blue and red machine.
Got like spun out by the right coming
turn.
into the turn. Looks like he about lost control trying to go back.
All right. Been an exciting one so far, folks.
And we're only like 7 minutes in. Well, yeah, about
5 laps
7.
in.
5 laps in. Out of how many laps?
30.
Safe to say we're probably going to see a lot more of this.
Well, caution don't count on dirt. They don't take as many, it doesn't take as many,
At least it doesn't take long as...
They don't do as many laps on these. Because they don't have a lot of fuel on these.
The only problem is, what if all the little cars have to go out for...
Guess they go get gas?
And also, they have quick fixes.
Yes. That'll help them out too.
Yeah.
Right now, the street stock's out front. The dads are winning.
Only lap like 7, 8.
Race trucks in. We're going single file this time.
Over the lap.
Over here. I had to look it over here.
Green, green, green.
We're on. We got 25 to go. Green flag. Boy, Daniel gets a good jump. And we see that Gabe Blau right there in that legend. Down in the middle.
That's to watch out. Okay.
Yeah, go-kart. He ain't scared. That's more Junior. Oh, he gets him. Oh, he took him out.
He's like, okay, this is payback.
He spun him out.
He's like, okay, this is payback.
He did. Moore Jr. came up there and spun out the big car. Well, that's our question from earlier.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not what I was expecting, but hey.
Nah. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Caution here tonight.
Like what? Or like
about third, fourth, I don't know. Somewhere in that area.
Like
it happens, man. It chaos on dirt.
At least it ain't gravel where got 2 times as long as runways. Yeah. Runways, what am I saying? What is it? Straightaways. Runways. What is this, planes?
Okay.
I think whoever's back there is gonna be looking for his revenge.
Well, let's hope not. I don't want nobody wrecking them.
No, we don't want it, but something tells me he will probably be looking for it. But then again, you never know.
I know right now, got all the dads up front. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you got three of the midgets. The legend cars. Right behind him.
I think what would really help the legends out is if the other ones can get in front. I think you're much more comfortable seeing a little car behind you instead of that.
Ooh. What happened on that? But yellow's out.
Lag out?
Yeah, that's what it looked like. A little blinking.
And that's the art of being online, folks.
Mm-hmm. It happens. Y'all hear him in there all the time playing. I'm lagging.
Yeah. Nah. That ain't me lagging. The only time I lag is whenever you're on.
When he's losing.
Oh,
he's lagging. When somebody's better than him, when somebody's better than him, he's lagging.
That's Cameron. That's Cameron.
It's never. They're just better than me.
Yeah, that's Cameron about the lagging.
Hey, look, and that's always how it is on the racing side of things too. All these guys out here going, my wheel broke, or my pedal stuck.
Which pedal, buddy?
Who knows?
If your brake is stuck, how is it stuck?
It can happen. All right. Daniel Blau still out front. Craig right there in second. Chris third. Top 4. All street stock machines. Then you got your 5th place man there, Gabe Blau.
You gotta think. What? Okay. Why do they look like the same car?
Well, it's Gabe and Chase. So it looks like to me, because Daniel Blau was out front, he's the dad. But you've got Gabe and then Chase. They must be the 2 sons, and they all have the same paint job. See him?
I saw his. No, I saw theirs, and I'm like,
yeah.
Wait, what?
They're all family members.
Green, green, green.
Green flag. Back racing.
The real question is...
Hey, these legends ain't been able to get back up there, though.
No, they haven't.
Ooh, got a car around. Oh!
Oh, right into the dirt. Okay.
He gone.
Really had to do him dirty? What'd he ever do to y'all?
Done him wrong, didn't you?
At least spin him out on the track, eh? Make him in the dirt. Like, really?
There's no wall around here. Kind of tough. All right.
Pace truck's trying to make his way up front.
Oh yeah. Daniel's still been the man out front here. You got Craig Vault right there in second. Chris Whipple. Barry Goldner. Your top four. All the dads out here tonight. Pace truck's taking his own sweet time.
Man.
Good grief.
Man. Y'all got anywhere important to go.
Yeah. Better cancel your plans.
Yeah, knowing how slow he's driving. My God, I'm 15. I could drive faster than that. My God.
Alright, see, we got old Gabe Blau it in fifth. Looks like we got about 11 to go, I believe it is. Let's see right here. Oh no, we got 20 to go. 20 to go. Alright, 20 to go.
11 to go.
I thought it was 11. We got 20 to go.
My
Been a good one here, though.
My question is, even though there's 20 laps to go, can the little Legends cars still get the victory?
If they can get going, I think they can.
Yeah, if they can get going and not try and suicide in front of one of the cars, then...
Well, green flag. We'll see if Gabe is able to do anything. He's got Chase there with him out front. You got Daniel Blau. It's a good battle for second place right here.
Oh, looks like they're trying to tag team fourth.
I see that. That's Barry Goldner. He's in trouble. He's got two of those legends behind him.
He's like, okay, we need to get this guy in fifth and sixth. And we need to take second and third, so let's go.
Right now you see the back here, they're beating and banging. Door slamming a little bit.
Now, of course, can they spin him out?
Well, they don't want to spin him out. They want to get around him. You see right there, Tim Chapman, though. He's in that 37 machine. He's going for a slide job. Boom!
Oh,
mac and cheese gone. Zach Chapman off the track.
That's McDonald's. Right?
Yeah. It's got smacked with some cheese.
They stole his Big Mac away from him and smacked him in the face.
They did. Took it.
Go get your Big Mac back.
All right. Whew. And a good one.
Hey, let me have my Big Mac back.
They did.
Who gave you permission? Who said you could stay? I can speak, which I cannot do. Hey, who gave you permission to steal my Big Mac? Give it back.
That's it. Got Daniel Blau out front. And this one, he's been the man kind of locking it down with Chris Vault, Chris Whipple, Barry Goldner and company here. Mike Trenmercer, the top six are all the street stocks now.
Kind of isolated of them.
Yeah, it puts Chase and Gabe by themselves right there. Except for Green.
37's getting eight.
He is.
Green flag.
Lyle's been able to get a good jump. Green flag back out, racing in here. See Vault and Whipple. Top six guys. And look at little Chase down there on the bottom.
Trying to take their spot back. It looks like he got his spot back from him.
Good slide job, wasn't it? Oh, then he just gets pile drived into the wall.
Man, okay.
We're still green though, but I'll tell you what, that was a ricochet.
Oh, car around.
I think that was Chase Blau, who is still having problems.
He ain't having a fun.
No, he's not. Meanwhile, Daniel's out front. Battle's on for second. Look at this slide job city.
Like there's gonna be a battle for third, it looks like. Oh!
Put a move on him, didn't he?
But he also saved himself, kind of.
Kind of a little bit. Up top. Bit of dirt. Dust is flying.
Hopefully people in the stands don't get hit by it.
Chase Blau is not having a fun time. He is down there in that 17. That little legend car's just been all over the place.
Caution, yellow flag.
Oh, Tim Chapman's around. That's going to bring the caution out.
How is that logic?
He's in the middle of the track.
You get hit, your car's destroyed, and you're in a little Matchbox car. Well, one stock car goes around. Oh, okay.
Well, one time, man, the pace truck's taking his own time. This time, he seems like he's in a hurry.
Yeah, which one is it, dude?
He can't make up his mind.
He's like, okay, I need to get my job done. Come on.
Well, how y'all liking the race out there so far? Let us know.
And they're only paying me $10 an hour. Let's go. Well, actually, no. He'd get paid more than that.
Oh.
Typical. Pace truck driver.
Yeah, if you're talking about money.
But they were like, hey, you want an increase in salary? Speed it up.
Yeah, there you go. Well, Daniel Blau's been the man out front so far. Whipple's been there in second. Vault's been in third.
And, Lil Chase ain't having fun back there. Got a whole bunch of cars in front of him. And, okay, I was about to say stock cars in front of him, but, never mind. No.
Green flag, green flag.
It's legend cars that are, wow. Not expecting that.
Yeah,
oh, man, another
flag.
guy is around.
Yeah, yellow flag. That's Kyle Goldner. Let's go back on the replay here. Malcolm Mills replay, see what happened. He's in that red and blue legend. Oh, just contact between him and the green one. Went in the wall. Boom, shakalaka.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He's anxious. He's like, come on, pace truck, let's go, dude. We ain't got all night, man. Come on.
Pace truck taking his time, ain't it?
Man, who hired this pace truck driver?
Wasn't me. Let me know what you think about the racing so far. Been a pretty good one here with Fathers versus the Sons here tonight. Now we got 11 to go here in this one. Laps are kind of winding down. It's been all Daniel out front.
Okay, buddy, that's interesting way to. Okay, yeah, that's an interesting way
to
to
get his laps back. That's what he's getting.
Oh,
they letting him have his laps back.
He's like, hey, can I come past y'all to get my laps back?
Yep, that's what they're doing.
Go ahead.
They give him what they call the wave around. So that way he can get back on the lead lap and have a chance to win.
The only question is, how are they going to get past all 5 of them? Or, well, 6, 7 of them. How are they going to get past all 7 of them?
Well, it's been all street stock so far. Once they got out front, those legends ain't been able to get back up there. I mean, you kind of see now the whole string. You got to go back here to Preston. Actually, Gabe, 6th place before you get to Legends. Green flag flies are racing, and man, he is right in the middle between 2 of them.
Needs to pick his spot on when to go. Honestly.
And hope we don't get run over. 3 wide behind him. Oh, look at that. Just that power on the straightaway. You saw it right there. And then he lost it.
At least he didn't get hit.
Nope. Able to keep from getting hit, but he spun her around. All right. It's Daniel out front still.
He's like, I'm winning this thing.
He could. Let's see, we got Daniel out front, Chris there in second, Greg in third. That Daniel, he's been out front most of this race though.
Looks like...
You need me to slap you so you wake up?
No. Looks like Gabe. Oh. Okay. Trying to think. What place is Gabe? Says he's in...
Alright, it'll go back. He's back in 15th.
I'm over here looking, it's like... Says he's in 5th place. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, that's to catch up when it goes on the cautions. What it's doing.
I'm
Hey,
like,
Daniel, Chris. Now you got to go all the way back here, I think, to
or 6th?
Preston. Yep, Preston, right there in that white one.
6th. Let me check my math again.
Oh Lord, we'll be here all night. He'll get out the Common Core on us.
Yep. No, he's in 7th. Yeah, 7th. Okay.
Here we go. Green flag. Single file. Daniel gets a good start. Spinning the wheels on him.
And that's something you never want to do off the start. You never want to spin your tires.
You got that side-by-side racing around about the 6th and 7th place spot. And back here, I'm going to tell you what, Tim's in the middle of 2 of those. Oh, we got a car off the track. Kyle Goldner. Kyle, where you going?
Kyle.
Where'd Kyle go?
Hey, where you at, dude?
Oh, here he comes.
Oh, here he comes.
Kyle's going. Man, I don't know what happened. Green flag. Preston's upside down.
Okay,
Go back on the Malcolm Hills replay, see what happened to Preston. How'd he end up doing a barrel roll?
Yeah, what'd he do? What did he do?
I got a feeling. Boom!
Oh. Okay.
Somebody call him on the phone. Make sure he's all right. Car's dead. That didn't work out too well for him, did it?
No. His whole front end is destroyed. That's going to take a lot to fix.
He tried to get up there and tackle a semi.
I think the semi truck would win.
I'd say so. Street stock won that one. Legends 0.
Legends 1-1.
Not on that affair, they didn't.
Well, not on that one, but no. They got at least one spin out. At least they got one spin out.
Yeah, they did. They turned that black one earlier. All right. Daniel still out front leading it.
Question is Daniel going to be able to hold first place?
He's been doing a pretty good job all race long. These cautions have helped him too.
If he goes without a caution,
We've got 7 to go. He might.
While 7 to go. If he can hold on for 7 more laps, who knows?
Green flag. He gets a good jump out front. Whipple's there behind him. Vault's in 3rd place. Battle's on around about 4th and 5th. Look at this. Line job. Oh, trading paint. We about knocked the
we ain't got
Valvoline
no
out.
cameras in the woods, man.
Woo. Good run so far. Oh, Tim is in the back here sliding all around.
It's those legend cars ain't letting him pass.
I know, them legends back there like a bunch of bees on top of it.
Like, he's like, man, can y'all just let me through? Like, I don't think we want to do that. We at least want a chance.
Well, back up front here, you see that's Goldner Moore Jr. or Senior, company. They having a pretty good race for 4th place.
Like 3rd place.
Third, 4th, yeah. Here comes Goldner in the mix.
Like it's about to be.
Oh, is he gonna squeeze him? Oh, contact!
The yellow flag is out.
He goes through the grass. Daniel Vault brought the caution out, but let's go back on the Malcolm Mills and see what happened to Daniel.
And I think that might end it.
Nah, not gonna end it. Yellow flag, but he's in that yellow car and he just got turned.
Again?
Wow, he didn't even see that one coming. His next thing he knows, I'm going the wrong way.
That's 2 for stock cars, 1 for, what is it, midget cars.
Yeah. So, now we got 3 to go. Been interesting so far.
Gonna end on a green-white. Not a checkered, but a green-white. I think it will end on a checkered.
We'll have to see. Plow out front's been all him. Whipple there in 2nd, Moore Senior up in 3rd. Who's going to be taking this one at the end?
What's helped Daniel is cautions is the first thing, and also getting a good jump. That have been helping him through this race.
Well, let's see if we can help him to victory lane. Lights off on the pace truck. They should be, when they cross the line, it's going to be 3 to go.
3 to go.
Green flag, here we go. Well, he gets a good jump.
Again.
The battle's on around about the 5th place spot. Oh, yeah, these two. Oh, he got the back of him. He held on to it.
At least he held on to it, so I don't think we're going to go in that white checkered.
And poor Tim back here, he has been hung up in all these legends.
The legend cars ain't letting him go nowhere.
They're trying to eat him up, ain't they?
I think they've already ate him up.
Yeah. Oh, if they cross the line this time by, white flag be one more time. We're watching it back here. It's about 10, about 7th place spot. They're beating and banging in the front side there. White flag one more time. Blau out front.
I think
battle's
Daniel's
on for
taking
2nd,
it.
3rd, and 4th, though.
Daniel's taking it.
I think he will. He's got a good lead. Moore Senior sitting right there in 3rd out of turn 4. Final time.
Yep, he's won
it. Got it. You're right. Moore Senior comes home in 2nd, Whipple in 3rd. Who's the top? Looks like Zach Chapman. It's going to be the top legend machine coming home here tonight. So what a run. All these guys here. You have fun on that one? You have fun?
That was not what I was expecting.
It was a wild one, wasn't it?
For 30 laps, they sure had a lot of cautions.
That happens. On them racing things.
Of course, as y'all can see, Mr. Slowpoke.
Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can get a couple of these guys up here and get a word with them. That's an awesome race here tonight. So, hang on just a second here, folks. All right. Bring up third place man, Chris here. Chris, Joy in the booth. Got a copy? Chris, Joy in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll tell you what a night it was out there, and you was able to hang on with that street stock machine. Good father-son run out here, but coming home in third in this race, how's it feel?
It feels great.
How'd you feel in the car out there on the track?
Oh, like there was no way to get past Daniel there, and it was interesting. I kept wanting to run the top, but I knew I'd end up over the brink there. So,
well, good run for you tonight. You got anybody you want to thank for a good finish?
Oh, I got to thank my wife and my family for cheering me on, I guess.
Hey, no doubt. I tell you what, you came home tonight here in third. Good run for you again. Congratulations on that run.
Thank you, sir.
There we go. Chris Whipple bringing it home in third here tonight. Well, we'll go here with the Brian Moore Sr. Brian, you waiting in the booth? Got a copy? Brian, you waiting in the booth? Got a copy?
Yes, sir. I hear you.
Well, I tell you what, came home in second tonight, was able to sneak it up there. How was the run? How's the car?
Well, the car felt pretty good. It was kind of rough getting up through there from time to time, but yeah, the car felt good. Just trying to keep it in the tacky stuff and not getting in the slick.
Well, I got to also ask, how was it trying to modulate through those little, I call them the clown-style legend cars out there? Those things are small.
It was fun. I was kind of leery about getting inside of one of them because, man, I thought if I could touch him, man, he's going to go flying off the track, and I don't like doing that. So, yeah, got to touch him.
Good fun night, like you said there. It was a good fun run for you, though. You came home tonight here in second. You got anybody you want to thank for a good finish?
No, just my son for coming out and running with us. He's been busy lately. He ain't been running too many races, so I'm glad he made it out tonight. And just the guys at CSR.
Oh, absolutely. I tell you what, you're looking good tonight. Came home in second. Again, congratulations on that good run.
Thank you.
There we go. There's our Moore Senior coming home tonight. Awesome run. Well, let's bring this guy up here because he pulls it all. Daniel, Joe in the booth. Got a copy?
Hey, Joe. How you doing, sir?
Hey, pretty good. I tell you what, Daniel, able to pull it off here in the street stocks. I mean, you pretty much got out front, and I got to ask, was you worried about any of them guys behind you?
No, the car felt pretty good. I haven't run a street stock in, gosh, it's been probably a year. I don't really like them all that much. But no, once I got out front and could just stay up on the high line, I didn't realize Chris was under me there at the end. I thought he was a little bit further back. But no, I felt pretty comfortable out front. But that was a rough one. I felt like almost a rookie official there for a little while with all the cautions at the start. But would have been nice to get a little more green flag racing. But love the concept. This was a lot of fun. Love being able to race with all the fathers and sons. What a cool concept.
Oh, no doubt about it. Like you said, earlier on in the race, it looked like you had two sons there behind you, and it was a good start between the two. And hey, well, you had the bigger car tonight and the faster one. You put in victory lane. How you feel? Got anybody you want to thank for it?
Yeah, absolutely. Always, first and foremost, my wife for letting me do this. She's chomping at the bit for me to get off here right now, but and Spartan Racing and always the guys at VMR Wraps keep me looking good on the track, and Joe, you for the broadcast, and Roger and Preston, everybody at the league for putting this race together. Like I said, just an awesome concept. A lot of fun running with the fathers and sons, and I've just been having a blast running with my two boys. Chase has been on for iRacing for a while, but Gabe has just gotten on in the last couple months, so it's been awesome being able to race with both of them and being able to keep it a little bit closer touch that way, because Gabe lives all the way out in Kansas, so been a lot of fun.
Well, no doubt about it. Again, bringing it home tonight here with the father sons here in the street stock. That's old Daniel Blau right there out front. So let's go to our first of the sons out here, which would be Zach Chapman. He is the first of the legends here tonight. Zach, show me the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, hey, you can pull Timmy in here if you want to. That's my old man.
Okay. Well, first, I'm going to talk to you because you are the first one of the legends to get done tonight. And how's that feel? I got to first ask, how does it feel to be in a legend car going up against those bigger street stock cars?
It was a little intimidating. You saw it early. I mean, I started the race P2 after winning my heat, and I got sideways in front of one of those street stocks, and I got pushed the whole way down the front stretch.
I saw that.
It was intimidating being around those things. I got lucky we had unlimited fast repairs tonight because I had to go in the pits quite a couple times.
Well, like you said, you was able to pull it off, hang on out there in the ledges. It was fun to see, and to be able to race with your dad and all. And, you know, you think he came home up in the 8th place spot. We can bring him up in real quick here. Tim Joy in the booth, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, I'll tell you what. Well, how was your night back there riding around in that big street stock around those smaller legends?
Well, it was a challenge to stay off of them, I'll tell you.
Well, that's what Zach was saying. He got pushed all the way down the front stretch there at one point. So, I mean, how was that? That was crazy.
Yeah, that was something. And I was running with him there at the end of the feature and just doing everything I could to stay off of him. I think he just edged me there at the end.
It was a good run. Like I said, good finish. Zach was the number one finisher of all the late, not the late model, but the legend cars out there tonight. Zach, you got anybody you want to thank for a good finish?
Man, the guys at Gambler Motorsports, because I don't know if you remember last year, I was always one of the guys not making the feature in the sprint car, or no matter what it was, unless it was the street stock. And those guys have really turned my game up, and I owe John, Steven, and Daniel a whole lot.
Absolutely. Well, right there you go. You got us the father-son night. Again, congratulations on all of these drivers here tonight. What a run, what a finish it was here, and it was a great one for the Cool Rays Coast to Coast Racing League Hometown Heroes father-son night. I want to appreciate my youngest one, Brandon, coming up here with me. He had fun doing it. Hope everybody enjoyed it. For myself and everyone have a good night.